everybody. Good morning, or good afternoon, or good evening, depending on what time it is. For you, where you are. Am I unmuted? I am unmuted. That's good. Happy Wednesday. Welcome to a new week of Hazel streams from Miss Kira and myself. How you doing, Miss Kitty Cat? What's up? What's up with you, Buttercup? How you doing? Hi. Yeah. A striped Kira has appeared. Hello, Hazel. How's you? What was the leafy triceratops pet? I want to say it was one of the new ones from the time rifts. Let me see. Let me look in the pet journal and see if I can hunt it down. Whoa. For today's stream, I want to heck out Briarthorn Hatchling. That's I think the one that it was. Briarthorn Hatchling. That's a time rift drop or paracausal fragments from the vendor. Yeah, it's pretty cute. +2, even though we had a wipe in the last boss. Bunch of death throughout the dungeon. Time my third 20 this season. Nice! Congratulations! Oh, hey guys, sorry I'm a little bit late. We'll see if we can go a little longer to make up for it on the other end. Bit of a morning. Bit of a couple of days. Today I'm just moving this character out to the dig so that I can do my weekly one in about 20 minutes when that comes up. Because I want to do a weekly dig. I want to do a weekly time rift, because I'm sure I'm still working in time rift cosmetics. I want to look in my druid's vault, and I want to take Boy and dust him off, and I want to take a look at his Legion Class Order Hall campaign. I want to get that started. If it's anything like the Paladin one, there's going to be multiple points where they time gate you with missions, so it would be not a bad idea to get started. Kitty, are you gonna walk are you gonna press all the buttons? One day she's gonna find some hidden keybind that I didn't even know that I had that like kills the whole stream. I don't think I have a death switch keybind, but if I do, she's going to find it. Finished Rogue, Druid, Legion class mounts over the weekend. Nice. Still need to get the mounts from Priest, Mage, and Warrior. The Priest one's one of my favorites. I know it's one of the color shifting ones, so you don't get like extra credit for additional mounts, but it's still a really pretty looking owl adjacent creature. Didn't you have like a million alts back in Legion? Probably. A lot of them probably didn't make it, and a lot of them I just didn't do the campaigns on. There were plenty of characters I played in Legion that I just decided not to do the campaign on, because I didn't really see the point at the time of farming a mount that my main couldn't ride. I figured if I don't play like a mage or whatever enough to get the mount, then what do I need the mage mount for? This is a moot point. I'm, buying shoes for a sport that I don't play. Tess, thank you very much for the 33-month reset. Appreciate it. Also, as a Warlock main during Legion, Warlock Order Hall campaign are the best. No buts. Of course. How could there be? Let's see. With the big digs, as much as I enjoy this... Oh, I forgot to do the world quest. As much as I enjoy the dig, I have now settled down into a new rhythm of... mainly one dig per week, just on this main to get like the weekly quest dose of fragments and rep. Seems reasonable. Seems like a reasonable thing to do. So we're gonna park her there. There would be world quests. I guess I still need to do those for achievements. I'm having a hard time carrying at this particular moment. Maybe that will bite me again. It's just for golden rep. I guess in the achievements. Yeah. Do I want the achievements? There's one of them for a pet, I think. The Reese pet is from just one more thing, and for that, yeah, you gotta do some of the world quests. So I will, yeah, no, I should do them. Maybe I'll look into that after that dig comes up. In the meantime, I want to log on to my Resto Druid and take a look at her vault. The alt color Warlock class hall mount is a rare spawn on the Broken Shore. Yeah, you mentioned a couple times. Threw my 14 alts into the Tuskar soup again, got one flavor pocket. I won't complain about a weekly 40k gold, but I wish I would get more than just one. Yeah, that's fair. Warlock Order Hall's cozy. If you hang out with a succubi. Best order hall. I remember being like a lot of rock and darkness. I don't remember... I mean, I guess even the Netherlight Temple was darkness. A lot of them were pretty dark. Even the Paladins were underground. I was gonna do... Vault. Yeah. Cupcake Chaos, thank you for the 39-month reset. Happy Wednesday and 39 months, Hazel. Thank you for the lovely streams as always. Well, cheers, thanks. Phil Flame can be cozy. Do you think it's smelly? Do you think that Fel Flame is smelly? Kitty, what do you think? Yeah. Hello, Hazel. Hope you're having an amazing day. Thanks, Ladar Nico. You get used to it, yeah. Alright, in terms of druid gearing, am pretty far along, relatively speaking. She needs rings. She still has honor rings on, but I replaced the trinkets and everything, so the only piece of gear that I would really use would be a ring. Failing that, transmog. Failing that, socket. And you could maybe make an argument to flip the socket, the transmog priority, but I should have 3 vault options to choose from, so let's just find out. New Twitch drop pet is cute. There's a new Twitch drop pet? What? What new Twitch drop pet? I've not heard of this. What's going on? I feel like a warlock sense of smell has burned away at this point. Any rings? Oh, a prime. Oh, okay, a prime thing. Captain Crackers. Yeah. Yeah, that's a really good one. If you target him and you slash whistle, he lands on your shoulder, and then you could summon another pet. It's kind of like Daisy going on your back. It doesn't count as a summoned pet anymore at that point. So I could get these boots just for Mog, just for the Mog set of it all, because, and I might do that, because I've got crafted boots, so I don't really want to wear the boots. But, if I don't get them from vaults, I mean, I guess I could always get them from Conquest. Yeah, maybe I should get a socket, because this is the only way I'm really going to get sockets on my PvP gear, and that's like a power upgrade that you can't really argue with. Like, I could buy those boots for transmog with excess conquest, and I may end up with excess conquest. Kitty cat. I may end up with extra conquest by the time that we're done here. Kitty, is this your macro shot? Yeah. Captain Crackers, the pirate flag on the roadmap? It better not have been, because Captain Crackers isn't even new. He was like a shop bet. I have him already. Yeah. Take the tokens for the gem. That's what I was thinking, yeah. Got Gorehal recently for Mog from Vault. Was very pleased. Congratulations. Kira knows she has a captive. Kira looks happy. Yeah. You feeling good? Okay. Yeah, let's get a gem. Socket. Nature's Cradle. Helms, bracers, belts, rings. So probably just whack one on the helmet, because I'm going to be wearing that, so... I mean, I'm going to be wearing all of it, but the helmet's a embellished crafted piece, so I'm going to not be taking it off. And then, what kind of gems was I getting? I was getting Mastery Versa gems. I could probably stand to get a Versa Mastery gem. Or I could just buy more of these because I already know what they're called. Should I make an argument for haste? Is my haste falling behind? No, my haste is still a great deal higher than my math. Well, I guess percentage-wise. I don't know. I'm just gonna put a Zen Elf in it for now because that's something that I already know the name of and I can't be bothered to find another one. I can change them out later if I'm like, you know what, the thing that is standing between me and this vicious mount is clearly the wrong types of gems. So, deal with that. Anyway, can't argue with an extra 70 Mastery and 33 Versa. That's good. I did a little bit of off-stream queuing. I did a little bit of extra solo shuffle. I did not crack 1800. I once again, for another time, I got pretty close and then I lost some more games. So I still have yet to finish earning the elite set for the season, but we're 35%. We're like a third and a little bit of the way through the vicious mount, so we're slowly getting there. This is kind of immaterial. It's just, the longer I stay this close and don't get it, the more I want it. You're so lucky that you don't have to dread what's coming on Monday, the return of the rocket. True. Yellow is in the air is back. Have they shown us the trading post stuff yet? Do we know what's coming up for trading post? Let's see, it's 10 minutes after. Consider every 10 minutes. We can take Boy to dollar on at least for a little bit. First time getting a vicious map thanks to you. BG daily Blitz daily win. I'm not super worried about Conk. I'm gonna get it at some point over the course of the vicious mount, so I want to focus my efforts on things that give vicious mount progress. I should just stop being stubborn with shuffle and just look for 3s because that would probably go a lot faster, but I want to get 15. Well, I want to get 1800, and then I feel like once I get 1800, I'm then going to want to get after I get 1800, then I'm gonna want to like stay there and keep queuing to get the battle. Kitty, she's standing in front of my monitor. To get the the battle healer title. So I might work on that. Who's to say? You mean you're not pushing for Glad? Shame on you. Shame on me. I know. Oh, I got out of bed this morning. That's good enough. Baby went down for a nap. Urge to dive back into Baldur's Gate 3 is strong. Would require getting off the couch. Yeah, I feel that. Wish the blue DK tier appearance wasn't the PvP one. Suppose I could get enough conquest. Yeah. You can always get them later. I mean, assuming it's not the elite set. You can get them later on via... whatchamacallit. You can get them later on with, Marks of Honor, but you have to wait for the whole expansion to end before those usually become purchasable. So, I guess here's a question. Magic message uniting the Isles. Titanic innovation. Call to action. Oh, there we go. I was thinking, where's the Black Harvest guy? That he was just taking his sweet time. Warlock's apparently not punctual. There we go. That's what we're starting. Minnie's dollar. Diary Lad, thanks for the 8-month resub. Happy almost February. Happy almost February. Time flies. I can't believe we're a month into this year. It's occurred to me that not only do years go really fast, but a side effect of years going really fast is that decades go really fast too. We're kind of like creeping up on halfway through this decade, and that's bananas to me. I want to go underneath. Is that what I'm doing? Yeah, something like that. The Black Harvest Order is interesting. I don't remember which character. She must have died in the Purge. I don't remember which character I used for it, because I did do some amount of this during Legion. I remember being in the Order Hall at least. But clearly it wasn't. I mean, Boy was born later. Boy was not even a twinkle in his parents' eye yet. Didn't meet the existential crisis. You look so cute. Kenny, you settling back into the mid ground. You gonna let the camera focus on me too. Where are we going? I thought that this was the Circle of Wills. In the Circle of Wills. Oh, that. Alright, I'm in the wrong beneath Dalaran. I am beneath Dalaran, sort of. Actually, maybe I'm above Dalaran. I don't actually know where that ports you to. It's probably up. I'm going to the sewers. Yeah, I had a human warlock. Well, I had a gnome warlock as well. But it might have been the same character. I don't really keep data of that kind of thing, but I had at some point, because I know that when I know that there was a warlock that did the black fire, pardon me, not black fire would be sick, that did the green fire thing, the Black Harvest green fire thing. And I don't know if it was the same one that I kept around for a while. Are you ready to begin? Yep, sure thing. But in any case, this will keep us busy for a while. I don't mind doing these when there's no rush. There's no like deadline of you must have this warlock mount by XYZ date. Has Anthus's quest taken a back seat? Love, 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 Sir Mark. Could do it for you. I would. We did that on I did that on stream on Sunday, I think. I think it was one of the recent days. I got his mount. He's all finished. His mount is beautiful. It's also, we got all the other colors and we found the glyphs. We found all the different bits. Gotta go down to the sewers. Sometimes that's where the action is. I always get a chuckle that your imp's name is the same as my imp's name. Are you also the proud leader of a Pazam? He makes me feel like he's trying to sell mattresses in the 90s. Is Warlock difficult to understand? Been thinking about it. I don't know. I don't really know how to play Warlock currently. I haven't played it at endgame for some time. Must have missed the stream. I mean, maybe I might have forgotten to post the VOD. I had kind of a wonky couple of days off. I might have forgotten. Let me take a look. Stream VOD, Legion Nostalgia, Wig Reveal. Oh yeah, I didn't post the last VOD. That's why. I shall put that up after the stream. It did happen though. Complete ritual. Good. Yep. Oh yeah. Oh wow! Look, it's a pit lord. Who could have possibly seen this coming? Kind of seems silly that moments after you're introduced to the council, the ritual goes wrong. Most die. Not a strong first impression for lots. Yeah. You know, it probably opened up some good positions in leadership. Some people see a massacre and some people see an opportunity for professional advancement. Happy it's anything can happen day. That's how I become the Netherlord. Something's got to take care of the other Netherlord. Oh yeah, because they like abduct you and stuff. This one looks kind of cute. Warlock's actually goblin confirmed. I could fit out of here real easy. Let me out of here. You know, if not for me, then for my tiny dear Layheart that I have summoned for inexplicable reasons. We have, sound. Because I do want to log over. I mean, I guess I can log over whenever I want. They can't keep me here. I'm a free boy. Oh. I'm starting to think that maybe this wasn't a good idea. Maybe I should have just sat quietly and waited for something to happen as opposed to trying to clip my way through this cage when clearly there is some story that needs to go on. Yeah, maybe escape artist would work. Am I okay? Am I gonna be fine? Enslave Beshtal. Hey. Can we do this? Thank you. Technically you're not a free boy. I'm nearly a free boy. Am I allowed to leave now? Or did I get myself stuck? Oh, no, I can go leave. Okay, good, 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 good. Rip boy, you'll be missed. Oh, I can hear the bread starting up again. I had a bit of a sourdough crisis this morning. I decided that my starter was ready for its maiden voyage. And I was looking at 2 different recipes and methods for making a loaf of bread to try it out with, and both were pretty radically different. And neither were really what I had in mind to do, so I kind of didn't do either of them. I've improvised to some extent, and I'm just gonna find out if it makes bread. Outfit from the shop. The Wendigo Woolies was a BlizzCon 2019 reward. As far as I know, they haven't made it available again. I hope they do other ones like it. Even if they don't want to like re-release this one because it was BlizzCon exclusive, I could be down with them doing like a recolor of it for Trading Post. That would be kind of cool. 3 minutes? Yeah, I can do a little bit more of this. It'll always be waiting for us. Any onesie would be cute. Yeah. The backpack did not come with it. The backpack is, I think, a Tuskar back transmog, so that's available. That one's around. I'm actually really excited. I guess it's tomorrow, eh? February Trading Post? Have they not posted? Don't they usually give us, maybe it'll be out like today. Don't they normally give us like a big old post where they're like, here's everything coming in February so you can make your last minute shopping decisions. Did they decide they just don't want to do that anymore and they're just hoping we don't notice if they don't post it? I know that there was some data mining, but that doesn't help. Yeah, dig. 2 minutes, 2 minutes. We'll make it. I moved my priest out there already. Pink Nuts coming this month? 2019? Don't you mean a couple months ago? Oh man. It's like forever ago. Past life. Previous world. Can't wait to see if the airships from BlizzCon 17 get enabled for dragon flying. Oh man. I have a feeling they won't, but I would love it if they did. Those would be wild. Just like spinning through the air. I mean, they wouldn't have to spin. They could just like, I don't know, dump some whiskey in the engines and hope that makes it go faster. All right. Dig time. I wonder if this I wonder if I'm gonna break this scenario by stopping halfway through. I hope not. We'll find out. They can't keep me here forever. People have lives. I want a big watch mount. I don't think we got an official post. Because I remember a lot of Love is in the Air themed stuff that looked really nice. I didn't decide if I wanted any of it. I just remember thinking it looked really cool. What I really wanted that I saw data mined a while back was those butterfly wings. Those were nice looking. I can't remember if I did this on my luck. The other watch is slightly different tint of blue. They said they would be posting it all. Okay. I wouldn't be surprised if it's if that post goes up like during stream this morning then, because it is, you know, it's kind of the last day. Complete the big dig. I would love to. Are we digging? Do I want to dig in a group? I don't know if I really mind. Free babe. Custom, find a group. Yeah. Oh, that's a lot of people. Well, with a lot of people, then I can just mainly press interact key to dig. Hoping there's no mount in the post, so I won't feel compelled to buy and save some. I wonder what the odds of that are. Have we had a month that had no mounts available? Sometimes they'll put up mounts that are mounts that I already had because they were old shop mounts, and that I can get on board with because every mount that they put up that I already have is another thing that I don't have to buy. I just look at that as, like, saved tender, basically. Still haven't checked Archives yet. How is it? It's pretty good. It's pretty fun for a public event. It's nice that it's cosmetics only, so you really only need to be here if you want to be here, if there's like a cosmetic that you want from it, and it's pretty straightforward to work towards the things that you want. Because most of the rewards are currency based, you can have a reasonable idea of how long it's going to take to get you the stuff that you're after. The world quests are a little more finicky, and I would like to work on those world quests today too, just for the sake of my achievement. I did see SSF added to Classic PTR. Ho ho ho. Speaking of things that I'm actually waiting for. I mounted up on someone's mount, I think. North America. North America. Saved so much tender last month and want barely anything. I feel like I bought a bunch of transmog last month. But then I'm wearing it on Scary. I was kind of on the fence about whether or not buying the desert robe and the gloves that went with it were a good idea. Because I know they're going to eventually release those things in other colors, and the gold is kind of my least favorite color. But Scary looks magnificent, so I think it was worth it. Those robes are nice. It's nice being able to wear them on a plate character and mock them. I like being a Blood Death Knight in her pretty dress. And then the pet was kind of cute, I think. I remember getting a pet. I feel like I usually do. I have a harder time skipping pets than mounts, even though I feel like the pets are pretty expensive compared to the mounts. I think the only one that's been available so far that I didn't buy and I didn't freeze was Lord Buzzworth, because it was a really competitive month. It was really tough for tender. There was a lot of mounts at the time, and you know, it was another bee. I have like a lot of beads already, and they wanted like 500 plus tender for him, I think. So he's gonna have to buzz back around one day, but the rest of them I think I've caught up with. I saw a stream where you were using a talent that looked like a shadowy dome shooting out from your character, just killing enemies. A shadowy dome. Probably Shadow Priest. Probably this. Did it look like this? That's Shadow Crash. That's Shadow Crash. That's the first thing that comes to mind. It could have been Halo, but I don't typically use Halo on a Shadow Priest. Definitely didn't grab the Pterodox, even if there is a February map. Yeah, same. I like it, but at some point you have to make some tough choices. You kind of can't get everything. Read anything good lately? I'm reading Discworld novels right now. I'm I think getting to the end of Guards. The first Vimes novel that came out. Maybe the only one. I don't know. I haven't read any more of them, but I'm getting a big kick out of it with the dragons. RNG gods truly blessed my Amir Dasil. Run last night between Teardrops and Catalyst. Went from 0 to 4-piece my Feral Druid. Oh, that's a big night. Won't be getting any rare mount drops until 2030. Nah. At this point, tier is a right and a privilege, but also a right. Like you're good. It'll be okay. Looks like a dome. Now that I have the class, should be able to find the talent. Okay. Yeah, I can't think of what it is. Would it have been a Death Knight thing? Because I'm not really an AMZ kind of person. I don't think I've pressed AMZ in my life. I also cannot find the rest tweets. I'm just going to reset this task. Haven't been able to get a leg piece. Always get a cloak from the dream stuff. Be good. Guild has 4 alts with the legendary, but only 1 main. Oh no! People are displeased. Good grief. I think we've had 2. I think we've had 2 legendaries drop so far. We have quite a few people that are still looking for them. Which reminds me, I've got raid tonight. I had a family thing last week, so I didn't go, so I kind of forgot that we still raid, but I got raid tonight. Timed my first 20 last week. 80, DHD, and WM. Nice. Cute transmog. Why, thank you. I got Inksy all dressed up to star in the new stream intro, and I've been wearing the set ever since. Got Lego last week on main. Oh, nice. Who I'm thinking of re-rolling off of. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's a tough one. Raid's still going strong? I mean, I wasn't there last week, so I don't know. I think it's kind of this awkward thing where there's sort of a general diminishing of interest because we're just at that point in the season where interest typically diminishes. I think if it wasn't for legendaries, we would have called it like a while ago. But there are still people that want legendaries that haven't got the drop yet, so we're still kind of showing up, and we're mostly showing up. I didn't go last week, so I can't talk, but like we're sort of scraping it together and getting through it. I think we're doing skips now instead of full clear, so that makes it a little bit faster. But yeah, it's sort of like it would have died by now if not for the legendary, and maybe it should have died, but we still have, you know, some more people that need some more chances. And hopefully with the, you know, the way the bad luck protection is, it won't take too much longer, but I don't know if you can... I don't know what to rely on anymore. Yeah, apparently they did the skip last week when I wasn't there. So I'm hoping that we do that again tonight. Yeah, Inksy is my main. I switched off of Evoker after Season 2. Related topic, because the Legendary did not drop for me. I could not get in a 0 to save my life. And decided that I would rather re-roll, or not re-roll, but I would rather switch mains for the next season rather than play my Evoker without the Legendary. Ironically, I don't know about ironically, but funnily enough, the Legendary got like outgeared immediately anyway, so it wouldn't have really mattered. But I was just kind of bitter about the whole experience, and I wanted to be a gnome again anyways, so I went back to Inksy. I'm sure you feel a way about Legendaries. I'm glad that people like them and get excitement and joy out of them, and there's probably a really cool experience of like getting one. I'm very done with the whole thing. But I was never highly sold on it anyways. I've never had one of those super cool, like, you have a legendary that's not just like a participation trophy gimme legendary things, because I apparently just can't be bothered to work for it. I would rather work on cosmetics, I think, so I'm glad they make people happy. I would like for them to leave me alone. And I would like to stop raiding so that we can take a break before next season. But I think that next season we're probably not going to go super hard. I imagine if there's some kind of mount for the Season 4 a la Slime Cat, then we would go for that. You know, like clear the raids on Faded or whatever they call it. But after that, I don't see us raiding super long at the end of Dragonflight, because people want to take a break and play other games. People are playing Enshrouded, people are playing Palworld, people are playing Baldur's Gate. People are like living their lives. Sometimes you want to take a break from WoW. Do you actually like the people that you raid with? Yeah. Yeah, it's a good vibe of the group. With any big raiding guild, you're sometimes going to have like cliques, so there will be certain like packs of people that you like spend more time with outside of raid than others. So you'll get to know some people better than others, but overall it's a great raid, and I appreciate that they can just kind of like be chill and not, I don't know, gamery. Basically, they're not, nobody's spewing bigoted stuff in Discord or in guild chat, and I appreciate that because it's just a nice place to be. Can speak for Enshrouded, definitely enjoying it. I haven't started it yet because I have it and I'm excited to play. Oh, boss time. I have it and I'm excited to play it, but I haven't started it because I loaded up and I logged into a friend's server, and they had already advanced it fairly far, and I couldn't come to grips with my, like, I couldn't get my feet under me. I couldn't find my bearings, and then I was like, I'm just not going to worry about this yet. I'm going to come back and do this again some other time. I'm going to maybe do like a solo server or a duo server or something like that. No, not server, but like a save file, so that I can like learn the game and then maybe worry about playing with other people. But I'm not doing that yet because I'm having too much fun with Palworld and I'm having too much fun with I'm just not ready for another new game. They're all kind of happening at once. SSF is going to be coming out soon. Hearthstone BG Duos is going to come out at some point, hopefully. There's, you know, WoW content on the horizon eventually. There always is. There's too much stuff to do. Okie dokie. Thank you very much for the group. What are we saying? We got books on books on books on books on books. Fragments, good. Items, good. 7,000 fragments. I don't quite know what I'm saving up for, but I imagine whatever it is I'm saving up for, I'm going to need to save up for a little bit longer. I want to put her out at the Time Rift now. Let's go pick up the Time Rift Weekly. Desdemona, thank you very much for the brand new sub. Appreciate it. Do you think Pokemon will sue Palworld? I'm sure their finest people are on it. I won't pretend to understand a darn thing about copyright law. But I think they're doing their best. They put out a statement that said that they were investigating, whatever that means. But they must have known about it, like, this is not the first time that they've seen it, so if there was something they could have done to shut it down before it launched, they would have done so. I think they just kind of have to look like they're doing something so that their diehard fans don't think they're just taking it lying down. What am I doing? I'm going to the Time Rift to pick up the weekly, just in advance. Getting very deep in Palworld with breeding. Chance of a Baldur's Gate stream. Did you do that last year? I haven't got Baldur's Gate. I can't decide if I would like it or not. I'm very on the fence about it. I've gone back and forth. It seems like a really good game, and I maybe would get really into it, but it's got like a lot of the things that people really like about it are things that don't typically lock me into games. I'm not like a big story person. I'm kind of a cutscene skipper, and turn-based combat sounds a little iffy to me. So I don't know. I haven't decided. Really realizing the nightmarish amount of ore I need in Palworld at the moment. Yeah, that's like the first bottleneck that I found. I started a new file actually yesterday, because I realized I could play it on my couch with my controller. I started a solo world yesterday and got it to level like 15 or so. But yeah, you need, especially once you start making like the megaspheres and stuff, you need a ton of ore. So she's ready for the Time Rift. There's about 15 minutes until that happens. I did my vault already. Boy was breaking out of the Dread Scar Rift, that's right. The best way to decide if you like something or not, as anybody knows, is mulling it over in your head forever. I mean, I feel like that's better than just like spending $70 and hoping for the best, or however much money they want for it. I'm assuming it's a lot. Games are expensive in Canada. I feel like I'm aware of it. If the itch ever comes up, I will know where to find it. I don't think it's going anywhere, especially as I would be mostly playing a single player. There's no real time-sensitive urge for me to play it. Oh, we have to do the whole thing again! At least I know not to break out of the cage. Also, I didn't get very far into it, so listen, we're practicing. Oh, I was hoping I would be able to log back in midway through the scenario. We're just gonna have to see if we can finish this scenario in 15 minutes. BG3, very expensive. Yeah, Palworld was a bit cheaper. Palworld was also gifted to me. I was blessed with Palworld by one of my friends. Don't think you'd like to stream BG3 other way. Backseating, unbearable. Yeah, I could see that. I could see that getting grating. Well, at least now I know I'm waiting until we get our... Yeah, there we go. Extra action button. Nice little thing. Good. Yeah, Intraded's waiting for when I run out of game to play. Both total. Less than BG3. Alright, he's still gotta open the cage. Looks sort of like the suit and the kid wears and where the wild things are. Yeah, I think Subnautica's a good one too. I think I own that one. I'm pretty sure I have Subnautica. I just don't... I haven't started it yet. is another one of those things. It's kind of on my list for eventually. I don't know if you guys feel this way, but it's been a long time since I've had more time than games. I've had more games than time for like a long time. And then sometimes when it comes time to play a game, you're like, well, do I put in all this like mental front-loaded effort to like learn this new game that I don't know how to play yet that people say is kind of cool? Or it's been a long day, I'm exhausted. Do I just turn on the same game that I already know how to play? I already know that I like it. I already kind of want to play it. And for me at least, I don't really push myself to play new games because that's not why I game. If I wanted to get out of my comfort zone, I would be like, I don't know, doing things outside, like around other people. I play games for the opposite of that. You can collect cute fish pets and make an aquarium in Subnautica. You could see if we feel that way via Soku. If you feel what way. Very silly of the demons to imprison a warlock and guard it with a demon. This backpack mog is the dark blue paw pack from the Tuskar renowned vendor. Oh, if we feel like we want a ready game. At the risk of sounding incredibly rude, I don't remember asking. I feel like this stream, we've already established, I'm gonna do whatever I want. And then it'll be fine. People smell, games don't. I don't know, some games are stinky. Had a hard time pushing to try new games. If it's gifted to me, give it a good shot. Hazel does Hazel, won't be there. Yeah, the premise of this stream is watch somebody have fun playing games, not watch somebody get forced into playing something that they don't want to. Like, games that you don't want to play is like the most ridiculous waste of time, in my opinion. There is no reason. Games are for fun, so if you're not having fun, what are you doing, you know? Palworld is the first game I've stuck with hard in a while. Yeah, I just like the basic, I don't know, the progression tree of it. Like, you level up and you're like, oh cool, what new tech can I get? What can I do with that? What kind of mats do I need to make this thing? Like, it's pretty straightforward figuring out what you're doing next in Palworld, and it's like exciting to find out what it's like when you get there. Bless you. Am I gonna do the time riffs on Boy to get the Warlock only drop? I don't think so. I need to do, speaking of time riffs, I need to finish this thing. I have 13 minutes to do it. They won't let me mount up. Gesundheit, X20 care. What I love about your stream, know what to expect. Have you done the part where you need 3 other warlocks to summon a demon? Done the part of what? If not, I can help. Stuck on that part. Order Hall questline. Oh, I see. I'm at the very, very, very beginning. I don't think I've gotten that far yet. Meet with Calidus. Yeah. The thing I did with the Palworld ore was look for ore that was close, ore nodes that were close to teleport points, invest my stats pretty heavily in carry weight, and then bringing a cat pet with me to both, A, help me mine, well, you can't really assign the cat to help you mine ore, you can do it with the pal ore, but then I got a Kativa that's got mining foreman, so I can have the extra carry weight from it being on my team, and it can help my mining efficiency. But yeah, it's still just like a lot of grinding. The next thing that you do is once you've got a second base unlocked, is you plonk your second base on top of a bunch of ore node spawns, and then you fill that base with like Pokemon pals, pardon me, that can, I do that all the time. You fill your base with that second base with pals that have mining, and they'll auto mine those nodes as they spawn. And then you can, you get the mining, get transporting, plunk a chest by your teleporter, and then you can teleport it back to your main base, because your crafting materials are not shared between bases, but you can kind of use your second base as like a satellite farming setup and have them auto mine it for you. Third base for breeding, still work in progress. Are cat pets good at carrying things? Yeah, they have a pal skill that gives you an extra amount of carry weight when you have a cat on your team. Escape from Jackanal's lair. I would love to. We've got 10 minutes. The time rift's gonna start. How long does order halls take? In hours or like... I don't know why I'm asking. I don't know. Longer than 3 hours and less than 100. It's, It's something that I did on Anthus start to finish over the course of like 3 weeks, I think, but I wasn't doing it consistently. They stack, apparently. So, fun cats. I didn't know they stack. That's cool. That's nice. I've been bonked out. I guess we're leaving. Escape. Escape in which direction? There's a left and a right. This guy's going this way. I'm following him. All but one order hall still. Is Palworld encouraged to be the very best? Depends on how we define that. I like the little demon friend dude here. Smug pink cat. Moosey was, I was playing Palworld on my TV with a controller, and Moosey, my puppy dog, was like nose booping Kativa on the screen, like tracking it around the TV, and then like and trying to like catch it with his nose. It was cute. This is a scenario at the beginning of the Warlock Order Hall questline. I don't think actually, no, I think you do come back here at the very end. I think it also becomes the Warlock Order Hall, doesn't it? Place like that. Yeah. Hey, we made it. We made it out. There we go. And then we have to get an artifact, I'm sure. It looks like I didn't get most of them. I'm just gonna do this. As far as I know, you do have to get at least one of them. And that's gonna take me to the Plague Lands, but I will do a little bit of before we. I mean, I guess I can go to the Plague Lands, but I want to make sure I do the Time Rift in about 8 minutes. So I'll just go upstairs and take the port. Why don't we? Cute until he tries to catch it with his teeth. Moosey gave us a big scare. We spent Monday night at the emergency vet because Mr. Moosey was having some really tough to track down, like really sharp pain. And we didn't know what was going on with him. We were out on our walk and everything was pretty normal. And he goes to go say hi to a dog. Like we were going to cross the road so he could meet a dog. And he gets onto the street and he just starts screaming. And then, like, that was really, really weird. But he's walking fine, his paws are fine, like, you know, you're checking him, nothing seems to specifically hurt. And after a minute or so, he calms down. And then he would just, like, walk home like normal, like nothing's wrong. But then when he gets home and he's, like, trying to play, he starts yelping again. So we took him to the, it was evening by then, the vet was closed, so we took him to the emergency vet. And we're there for a long time because he was pretty stable. Like, he wasn't having a seizure or, like, you know, in need of, like, immediate care. We just needed to figure out what was going on with him because it seemed bad. But we were there, like, for about 5 hours, and they couldn't really figure out what his problem was. They did a bunch of tests, and they weren't able to, like, nail down exactly what was going on with him, but he was not, like, they ruled out, for the most part, like, a stomach obstruction, which would have been the most dangerous thing if he had, like, eaten something that was, like, stabbing him, because he was sensitive about his tummy, but he wasn't, like, vomiting or drooling or any of these other things you would expect if he'd, like, eaten something super crazy. So they gave us some pain meds and like a GI supplement and sent him home. And then on Tuesday he was like kind of dopey from the pain meds, but he was okay. And now today he's like kind of squeaking again. So it could be growing pains. Large breed dogs, and particularly German Shepherds, apparently sometimes can have can get like these really sharp pains that come and go in their bones. But it's weird that he's not, like, limping or tender in any of his legs. It's strange that it's, like, I don't know. They don't know what's going on with him. So he's stable, and he's okay. And he's, like, otherwise fine. He still wants to play. He still wants to eat. He still wants to do all his normal stuff. But we've had a tense couple of days because my pup, my baby, So hopefully we get to the bottom of that. But in the meantime, he's got some good painkillers. He's not hurt and he's taking some good naps. He's mostly just really dog crazy. Like he's not allowed to like play or do anything too aggressive right now, just in case he has like a sprain or something that we couldn't figure out. But oh, I didn't mean to kill a game. Hang on a moment, bring that right back up. But he really wants to. But every time he gets really worked up, he starts yelping again. So we're trying to keep him calm, which means keeping him away from dogs. But now every time he sees a dog from like 4 blocks down, he like sits and he's like, Mom, please. I just want to say hi. And it's like, I'm sorry, baby. It's not the right time. What am I doing? I was going to do a time rift. That's right. Dog has done that before. Also never figured out what happened. Yeah. That was the part that really bothered me, was just not knowing why. Because he still seems like he's in pain, we're probably going to have to go back, not to the emergency vet, but like get him appointment as regular vet and have them take a look at him to see if we can figure out what's going on. Or, you know, if nothing else, get him some pain meds. More pain meds than the ones he's on already. Yeah. Yeah, I promised the vet gave him a full work down, so if it was like a thorn or gas or something, I think they would have I hope they would have figured it out, but the fact that I was hoping that he would be like totally fine today, and that it would have just been some weird one-day thing, but he's still in a fair amount of pain, so something's going on. Time rift? Time rift started? Time rift in 3 minutes, I see. I just wish he could like tell me what hurts. Hope he's okay now. He's feeling okay. The pain meds make him really dopey. He's on gabapentin right now, which just makes you kind of like sleepy and uncoordinated. And he doesn't. He's kind of funny. Use the scroll from the quest. But yeah, I would be lying if I said I wasn't worried about my boy, and I'm probably going to continue to be worried about my boy for a little while. But I'm mostly relieved that he didn't. I was terrified that he had like a stick or something, or that he had managed to. We didn't see him eat anything unusual. He's been pretty good recently, but I was terrified he'd managed to eat something dangerous, and that's why he was so sensitive about his tummy, because that's like dangerous. But tummy seems okay now. Can't tell if people commenting in the air being serious or not. I don't know. We got a catch-all chat command. What am I doing? Oh, this is for, this is a... I don't know what I'm doing. I think I'm... No. I don't know. Just go back and do the time. At least I have the timer weekly. I don't have a, encapsulated destiny up right now, so I guess I could have done the Eon's Fringe daily. I thought this wasn't Eon's Fringe daily, but maybe it's something else. Yeah, can't be bothered. Apparently sometimes tummy pain in dogs can be actually pain from somewhere else that's being like deferred to the stomach, which I'd never heard of before. But that was one of the theories that they raised, was that maybe it's his spine or his back or his legs or something like that, but like he's experiencing it in his stomach for whatever reason. Just bizarre. Time rift? Yeah, timer starts in a minute. I guess I can maybe look for a group. Yeah, we had some plans. We were gonna do a bunch of stuff over the Monday, Tuesday, and then we ended up doing basically none of it, because Monday was a chill morning and then a long night at the vet, and then Tuesday was basically spending the day at home with Moosey, making sure he was comfy. But it's possible that he's just having some really wonky growing pains. He is getting big very quickly. One side effect of having gone to the emergency vet is that they took his weight while we were there, which was tough for him. He was not super pleased to be there. He did not want to get on the scale. He did not want to get his pulse taken. He did not want to get his temperature taken. He was not thrilled about the vet. But we got him on the scale. He is not 100 pounds, but he is 68 pounds. He was like 30, just about 68 pounds. He was 30.8 kilograms on the scale. And he is an 8-month-old puppy, so he is still growing. He doesn't look that big, but I think you just kind of get used to him when you've been around him for a while. And then all of the other dogs just, I don't think Moose is getting bigger. I think all of the other dogs that I see are getting smaller. I was being tweaked. Jolts of pain happens to me sometimes, often in the belly area. Yeah. But luckily the emergency vet in town is not crazy far away. It's in a pretty central spot. It was pretty easy to get to. They were able to see him. You know, they didn't. It was at least there was that. I felt better just having somebody look at him because, you know, there's a lot of things where I'm like, well, you're probably fine. Let's just watch this for a day or two and then see if we need to go to the vet. But once he started just like yelping, just kind of moving around at home, I was like, something's going on with you. Do you remember where he was when you got him? Oh, pounds-wise? I don't off the top of my head, but I have it written down somewhere. I kept records of his vet visits and his intake paperwork. Yeah. Yeah, I figured he meant in terms of weight. Oh, I haven't reported to Sorodormi yet. I'm doing this all backwards. Trading post is up. Oh, we'll have to look at that after this. There we go. There's all the paradox. Don't mind my raid frames making this harder than it needs to be. Oh man. Oh, there we go. Oh, you can hide your raid frames. I don't think I've ever done that before in my life. That's funny. I'm gonna totally 100% forget that I've done that. And I'm gonna be like in raid tonight or something being like, I just don't have any frames. And I'm like, I will not remember that I turned them off this morning to do that. That's funny. Still haven't gotten one achievement item here, the Corrupted Ashbringer, among all those other things that you find. Yeah, the last one can be stubborn sometimes. I had one that was driving me crazy, but it just eventually turned up. Post-it note in your monitor. That's okay. Someone will link you this clip, and everyone will laugh and be happy. I want to look at the trading post, but I want to finish the tag list. Loving the new trading post. I have, I think, 800 tender saved. And then we get, what, like 1,000 tender for a month? Before free items. Sounds like McDonald's. On the late emergency vet night, we had not had dinner before we went in, and I didn't really have any concept of how long I was gonna be there. But by the time we got out, it was like late, and the only places that were open were like fast food. So we ended up doing like a super late Burger King dinner. And I discovered that while it's convenient and handy to have just food that late, especially when you don't really want to eat, but like you've completely skipped like a meal and a half. Apparently, if you want to get a good night's sleep, hanging out at a vet for 5 hours and then eating a veggie burger and fries and then trying to go to bed is not the move. Something about a stomach full of salty food does not make for a nice sleep. Lesson learned. Yesterday I had lots of home food. It was good. I had some leftover curry. No, it wasn't that late because we went in, it was pretty much right after our regular vet had closed. We went in around 5-ish, so we were only there until 10, but we completely missed dinner. And Mr. Moosey completely missed his dinner. And he was all out of sorts. He was all off his schedule. He didn't know what was going on. We had to lift him into the car. Had to lift him onto the scale. I've discovered that I can't really lift Moose anymore without risking back injury because I would need to maybe spend some more time in the gym if I want to be able to squat that much off the ground. I'm loving it. You get it? Oh, I understand now. that one snuck right by me the first time. Oh man. But well, the emergency vet band-aid has been ripped off, so if I ever need to go back there again, I know how to get there? Question mark. Thought the vet closed at 11? No. No, the vet closed at like 4 or 5, I think. The normal one. No, I'm just glad he's feeling a bit better. And that we've got some meds to give him. And that it's pretty easy to give him medication. I found out that you can just kind of put anything onto a pill. The pills that they gave him, the tablets, were like pretty big. It kind of looks like if you've ever taken like a Metamucil, like one of those big fiber supplements, it kind of looks like that. I'm like, I mean, he's a big dog, but that's almost a big ask. But then I just put like a little bit of cream cheese on it, and then he went, all right, problem solved. On a stray to Valheim scale, where does Palworld land? Valheim is a 10, stray is a 1 for me in terms of my own personal estimation. I would put Palworld at about like a 7, 8. I don't see myself, and maybe I'm just mistaken, I don't see myself having a super long-term investment in Palworld. It kind of feels like almost a junk food game in that I'm going to enjoy it for a while I'm progressing through the levels and the tech and stuff like that. That's going to be really engaging, but once I get to the end of it, I don't see myself playing it for a super long time. And I haven't figured out to myself what the replay value is of it. I like playing the early game a lot, so that speaks to something. But I don't know if Palworld is a game that I would like play differently in, you know, if you progress through it using different pals, you're pretty much just going to get the same ones every time. But that's okay. Not everything has to be like a game that you go back to a million times. Sometimes you want it to kind of a junk food game. Could be worse. Could have been medicine. Had to go in the other way. Trading Post Black Gazette. Yeah, we're gonna check that out as soon as I'm finished with this time rift. I read a very funny thing recently. Palworld makes you feel like you are playing every early access game at once. Yeah, I can see that. Basically giving away the old rocket. The old rocket now. I'm gonna have to use, hang on, we just gotta finish this timer. We've got 1 more minute and then the last boss. And then we'll be good. It's nice having this rep done at least. I finished the rep on my evokers, so I don't feel like I need to worry too much about Sora Dormy. I'm trying to grind out the rest of the cosmetics. And we have all the mounts. I'm pretty sure I bought... Did I buy my last mount? Maybe I didn't. Maybe I need 1 more. I think I might still need the Kor'kron Annihilator. Maybe. I have all the pets. Hazel, do this in a right, it goes quicker. Recruit a friend rocket. Oh. Zufu is my main source for scripts. If they don't have any, then maybe Wowhead comments for that tamer, but those are the only 2 places I would really know to look. If you get the Season 3 achievements for completing the raid. Yeah, you could buy a PvP piece if you want. You could get the Season 3 achievement. It's the same thing, though, that you would get if you got 1600 in PvP. So if you got that already, then it won't give it to you again. But yeah, they give you a token and you can buy whatever you want off the vendor. Dog ate a frog. They already got it out of the system. No poisonous frogs in the area, should be fine. Oh. Did get a PvP one, so I guess can't get another one. Yeah. Some raiders will actually, some people that want the piece for raid will do PvP early in the season to get 1600 and get the piece that way, because that's usually quite a bit faster than clearing the heroic raid. To get like a bonus tier piece early in the season when you're still trying to get your tier. Really didn't want to grind 1800, yeah. Are you gonna PI now? Oh, I don't think I even did. Here, PI, I'm gonna PI this AFK. Oh, I PI'd a Boomkin. I meant to PI the AFK Demon Hunter. To what end, I don't know. Something about that entertained me. We got a dilated time pod, which I guess we can get some transmog for. Second Death Knight to get to KSM. This reason? Exactly. Encapsulated Destiny for next time. Very good. And then 2 time pods and how many flakes do we have? 1,600 flakes, so not enough to buy them out. With these, we can get this anachronistic set. So let's get maybe the helmet. Yeah, sure, I'll get the slippers. For the appearance of it. And then I just wanted to check and see where I was at with the different cosmetics. So I don't need anything more from that vendor because I have the pet already. I don't want the trinkets. I don't need the rep. I have the pet. I still need some of this stuff. The jingoist set. I feel like you can get the whole set for like... Oh, hand and wrist pieces. Oh, and then you buy the other one separately. I see. Okay. This is the pet that I already have. I think I'm actually not missing very much transmog. It looks like there's a pair of warglaves. And then, I'm sure there was another vendor. Yeah, warglaves, there's a sword, there's a dagger, and a gun. Did I get the mount already? Maybe I did. Hang on a second. I have a Fellsteel Annihilator. Corkron. I have the Corkron Juggernaut. What is the Time Rift one called? Oh, I have the Perfected Juggernaut. I am done with mounts. And so I just need like another handful of appearances and then I'm all okay. So I don't actually need to save up 3k fragments at a time. I can spend like 1k at a time to just like fill in the extra appearances. Oh, I see. Okay, let me buy that and then we'll pull up this trading post thing and we will take a look. So with that in mind, I guess I'm gonna buy this dagger. Energetic power knife. Doesn't really look like a dagger, but that's fine. Doesn't have to look like a dagger. Alright, happy with that. Let's check Simple Armory. I want Warcraft.com news. Aha, there we go. Oh yeah, that's right. I don't have a button for this. We do this here. There we go. Love blossoms this month in the February trading post. What a look. Join the vendors to commemorate their 1-year anniversary where they will be offering 2 steeply discounted items. Mannequin Charm Toy and the X-53 Rocket. Earn an extra 500 tender this month. Well, that's good. That'll help. Cast a spell. With this month's signature item, the Love Witch's attire. So the ensemble, that outfit, is the Fill the Bar reward. Which is good. I want it, but I wasn't sure I wanted to spend, like, a bunch of tender on it. So that's kind of nice. Commemorate the 1-year anniversary. Mannequin Charm. So it's... 10 Traders Tender. It's a toy. Represent the trading post. Okay. Does it turn you into a mannequin? I guess we don't know if it summons a mannequin or if it just mannequin-izes you. And then the X-53 Touring Rocket for 100 tender. You can earn an additional 500 tender. Hang on, X-53 Touring Rocket. 1 second. I don't have one of those. I have the nether rocket. And yeah, I see. Okay. I like. So 100 tender for that, 10 tender for the toy. That's nice. Not freebies, but basically freebies because they're giving you more than that in additional tender anyway. Here's what's in stock for February. Mounts, pets, and toys. No, there's 2 pets and there's a fox. Okay, friendship fox, 750 tender. The pets are at least a bit cheaper. You've got these love bugs, I guess. There's one for 350 and there's one for 250, proving for once and for all that pink wins, apparently. It's more expensive. Loses, depending how you look at it. There is a shoulder cape. That's funny. It's a 75 tender. It looks like it doesn't meet in the middle. Like, it's a shoulder cape, but it, like, is just, like, 2 towels, like, flung over each shoulder. Flying Fox used it. I love that they used a male dark iron to model that. We have a couple of wrist corsages. 100 tender each. I'm fine with that. I can skip those. They look nice, though. I like the pink one. We have an offhand bouquet. Very big offhand bouquet. You have some fuchsia-looking cloak, gloves, back piece, sarong, tabard, gown situation. Red version of the stones. Ooh, the crown's kind of cool. 250 tender for the crown. It's got some flowers on it. Oh, the back piece, the little bow. Oh, I love that. I might do that. I think I would maybe skip the crown just because it's cool looking, but I don't think I need it for anybody. I think it looks a bit too clunky for me to actually wear it. The back bow is precious, though. I think boy needs that one. I gotta put that in the back of the Wendigo onesie. And then you have battle wraps of the honored Valorhar. Weapons. There's a cute shield that I kind of love. The weapons! Oh my goodness. There's a battle axe. The wands. Love Witch's Rosy Wand. 200 tender. Oh, this is gonna be hard. Love Witch's Rosy Staff. And then there's like goth versions of them too. I would buy all of these up in a hurry and then not have any gear to match with from in-game. And then there's a sword. And then there's more. There's bows. You could do like a Cupid looking situation. Oh man. And the bonus reward is the Love Witch's attire. Head, shoulder, chest, waist, legs, feet, and hands. Yeah, those are pretty nice. Those are pretty nice. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Typically what I do is I just get my tender first. And then I go shopping and I figure out what I can afford and what's important to me. I'm definitely gonna get these guys. For sure, because those are cheap. I need one. Oh, this is where it really racks up. Is you could dump your whole bar just in this stuff. They will give you an extra 500. And I saved up 800, which might be my saving grace here. But if I want both the pets and the mount, then there's not going to be a lot left over to shop for transmog. But do I have it in me to get one of the bugs and not the other bug, and leave the other bug to know that it was the uglier bug? I know it's just pixels, but it's gonna remember that. Sending this poor thing to therapy. This stuff I can all sit out. That I need. The back bow. And then the weapons are where it gets tricky, is that they're gorgeous and I love them. But how many of them? Maybe the staff? The staff and the wand in these colors, I think, are the biggest things for me. The shield is amazing, but I don't use shields very often. 10k tenders left. Never buy anything, but I want, like, everything here. Never mog bows in my hunters, but I love these. Yeah, you could freeze something. So you could take, like, if you wanted to save, you could take, like, the friendship fox. Freeze your most expensive item that you want for later. and then spend on the smaller pieces. Need the Love Witch ensemble on my male Tauren. Yeah, I don't know, man. That's hard. That's a good trading post. I'm glad they're giving us some extra bonuses, an extra 500 for the month, and then the discounted things. Yeah, I'm happy with that. That's a good month. I have to, tomorrow's gonna be a big day. Got trading post stuff to do. Dig's back up in 10 minutes. Do I want to pick out what I'm gonna, I guess I'm actually not that far from the, I'm not that far from the vendor. I'm gonna go take a look at the, the dig people. And see what I want to buy next. How many days till they offer a shop reward for more tender? Didn't they say they were gonna lay off of that? Maybe not. I thought they were gonna take it easy on that. I thought they changed their mind. Or they got shouted down. One of the above. What do you guys like most from that? What are you guys most excited about? Now, the fox is nice. Didn't I get a fox? I got the Crimson Glimmer Fur, but this one doesn't fly. That was the last trading post fox that I got. I do like it. This was an old shop mount. That one flies. So it's basically this, but in pink with maybe some different decorations on it. But that's like a pretty good selling point. I love how girly it is. The tie between the staff and the mount for me. Like the heart staves. Yeah. Purple hooded cape for my arcane mage. Anyone else have bug tender? Like the weapons of the Mog. Twilight Love, which is set marked under in-game shop. Interesting. I did move this, didn't I? I didn't mean to. Whoopsie-daisy. There we go. Relock that. What am I saving for? We got 7,000. So I could buy like any of these things. But I have those in a different color already. I guess I'm gonna save up for one of the 10k items. Not those. Maybe the lantern. Or the 12k items. I kind of want the rope off end, actually. I might save up for that. I think that's pretty cool. I want to get all of this stuff eventually. It's just, that's like a lot of shard farming. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do the Archivist World quests just to get them done. I wanna take a look at those. I wanna whip them out for the week, or at least until Friday, the half week. Techno Shrine. And then head back to Boy and see what else we can do for his order hall. I can't wait to baby girlify my paladin tomorrow. Only liked the gun from this month's stuff, but I will never play a hunter in retail. Wish I could use it on rogue. Morning Hazel? Any reason to do, besides starting to do Forbidden Reach? Onyx Amulet is obsolete. Onyx Amulet is very obsolete. You no longer need it. You can totally skip it, and I have totally skipped it on most of my characters. You won't need that one. Other reasons to do the Forbidden Reach. There are cosmetics in the Forbidden Reach. The Scarab Vaults in particular has some stuff. There's like pets that you can get from doing the Scarab Vaults, and you would need to do some Forbidden Reach to get all of those things if you wanted them. You can get Season 2 tier appearances by getting Primalist gear from the Forbidden Reach and catalyzing it. And then there's also some Forbidden Reach mounts. You can get your Snail Elemental, your gooey Snail Elemental mount. There's also a vendor mount there. There was a drop, the Salamander drop mount. So there's cosmetics basically, but gear-wise, power-wise, no. You don't need to stop by there at all if you're just trying to set up a character to rate. Do you play Classic? Not at the moment. I had a good time with Hardcore. I got a character to 40 on Hardcore before I stopped. And I'm looking forward to the next, to Hardcore SSF. But I didn't really go into too hard on Season of Discovery. I tried it a little bit, but I didn't stick with it. Hello, happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. How are you doing? Make the baby girl find my path. Immediately. Also, hi Hazel, good morning. Good morning. How you doing today? Recover items, techno scrying. So, down here. I think this is the one that I broke. No, I broke the one in the Warlock caverns, that's right. So I need goggles that go into your bags. And then I need to stick with this and not just move on. It's like I'm looking at it. Oh, there it is. couldn't quite see it. It's amazing the camouflage a bush will give you. And then this way. At least you're getting some. Is it this one? Yeah. Some gold, I guess, for doing these world quests. Oh, I forgot to look where the last one was. Is it right here? Right on top of me? It is right here. It's probably one of the faster world quests out there, assuming that it goes well. One in the caverns and one in the Forbidden Reach. Not bad. Sudden wave of depression. That's okay. Oh. Lovely. New Prime Gaming pet. An entire Swiss roll because why not? Gotta do what you gotta do. I had all kinds of plans and expectations for the last couple of days, and then I had to throw all of them out and do different things. That's okay. You just do your best. You're eating. I'd say I figured, but I figured there was like a 60% chance you were eating it, and there was like a 40% chance that you were a Swiss roll in some kind of metaphorical sense. Polymorph Swiss roll. Follow-up question, what is a Swiss roll? It sounds good, but I don't know. I would be lying if I told you I could tell you what it is. It's like a roll. A cinnamon roll that is neutral. I don't know what a hostess cake is. Is it like a... Are we talking like bread? Ding dong is what you say before the witch dies. It's so good. It's also Swiss. It's cake, okay. Alright. Sponge cake, buttercream, jam, rolled up. Chocolate. Oh. Tuba cake and cream. I see. You know, actually, now you mention it, I think I've seen them make those on British Bake Off. I think I am... You know what? Maybe I made one. It didn't have any chocolate, and it may or may not have had jam. But there was some kind of thing I made out of like either the WoW or the Hearthstone cookbook that was cake that was like then rolled. No, that was a Yule log. Never mind, that was something different. maybe it was related. Swiss roll adjacent. Fun fact, the actress who played in The Wicked Witch of the West of Wizard of Oz was actually a kindergarten teacher. Imagine Halloween in her classroom. Hearthstone roll, kind of similar. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. They did quite a few different baked goods that included the Hearthstone swirl there. There was also a biscotti recipe that had like the blue swirl in like a tan baked good situation. Kind of made me want to make biscotti again. Teaching Hazel the goods of the British cakes. I believe I'm gonna make maybe another cake. My last cake turned out pretty good. I want to decorate another cake. I want to get some actual piping tips and piping bags and like actually decorate the cake with like the turntable and stuff, because I was just kind of making do with like a knife and a plate and a Ziploc bag, and it turned out pretty good. But I think, you know, I just want to play with cakes. Kind of cakey thing to make. Maybe like maybe a chocolate cake. Maybe. But maybe like less of an aggressively chocolate cake than the one I made last time. I mostly just want to decorate the cake. I don't particularly want to eat the cake. I have to this point been able to find people to receive cake, but I don't want to I don't want to spam them with cake because I don't want to overdo it. I also don't really have a cake carrier, so last time I just had to carry it on a plate and try not to trip. This is the skin for the renewed protodrake that has a low chance to drop from Farak. I think on any difficulty. It's not the ahead of the curve one. The ahead of the curve one's more shadow flamey. This is the rare drop one. Give it away to chat. Have you ever seen Lazy Town or heard the song? It's a piece of cake to bake a pretty cake. Yeah. That's in fact the only piece of Lazy Town that I'm familiar with is that one line. It's also a bald lie. It is not a piece of cake to bake a pretty cake. If the way's hazy, you gotta do the cooking by the book. You know you can't be lazy is a dramatic oversimplification that does not account for all of the different things that happen in life and a kitchen. Okay, we did that. We're going to the Zerlik Caverns. Might take a flight path there. There's another dig. Do I want to dig? I might want to dig. I might dig. I'm gonna dig. See if I don't. I'm gonna fast travel to get back to the dig, because I think that'll be faster than trying to fly from Veldraken. Not even we are number one? Yeah, no. I don't know what that one is. I must have missed it. Layered round cake. I got 6-inch cake tins, so I could do a triple layer round cake, but because it's only 6 inches, it's like kind of yay big. And it just seemed more fun to decorate layered cakes. I need to get up. There we go. Hazel's ancient. She doesn't know many memes. Hazel, I am joking. I don't feel ancient, but it is very true that I don't know very many. I don't know. I know like weird memes. The memes I know, I've discovered, are not memes. They're just things that my friends and I have seen. I feel like I am very much separate from wider meme culture, and as a result, nobody knows my memes, and I don't know anybody else's. I had this conversation with one of my friends as I referenced something, and they were like, "Oh, what's that from?" And I'm like, "Well, I heard a guy say it in a store once, and it was funny." It was, I don't know. It was just if you weren't in that particular corner store at 4 o'clock in the afternoon in January, then you would have no idea what I mean. It's not really a meme. It's just one of those things that I now quote. Speaking of friends, how's your Palworld server? I haven't played the group server in a few days. I've been kind of out of it. I was playing single player stuff recently just to be with my thoughts. No. I will not be climbing. I will be digging. Excuse me. Hipster me. Wouldn't know unless you were there. Yeah. I've seen some common ones, but a lot of larger pop culture references have kind of skipped me, and I haven't felt a great need to educate myself because you're never gonna keep up. Everybody's gonna hit a point eventually where you fall behind. You don't know what people are talking about anymore. I've just accepted it early. I got an immaculate tome. That was lucky. Oddly more special than the OTC one. It's pretty rare. It's pretty rare. Oh, hey. You just gotta kind of get lucky. Or have a friend that gets lucky that really likes you. Do you think archaeology will ever come back? I'm not optimistic at this time. They seem like they really hate it. They seem like they're very committed to not doing it again, to do things that are almost like archaeology, but not archaeology. It's just strange. Oh, talked in a ribbon. Pardon me. I forgot I have jobs. I left an LPR when someone was up to 500k to pay someone for it. Not sure what it went to. Holy. The big one right now is instead of LMAO, the kids use IJBOL. I just burst out laughing. Oh, I hate it. Who says that? Yeah. No, don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to shake my fist at clouds over here. You know, I was more annoying. The current young generation, I feel like, is a lot more commendable than me and mine. They have a much tougher go of it. And it is completely normal to push boundaries with language and to have trends and to be young. I'm not mad at that. I don't know. Me, it's better because it's 3 letters. Kicked. Thanks, I hate it. One of the younger generations, and I say it sometimes. Does it have the same thing that, so the thing for a long time with LMAO is that people say LMAO while, like, completely straight-faced staring at their computer screen. Like, no one's actually laughing. Is it the same thing with Ishbal that people are saying it, or does it have to be true? I could see the kids coming up with a thing where, like, you only say this if you mean it. Driving the Curse, thank you for the 19-month resub. My generation says lol out loud, it all evens out. We're all a bit cringe. Yeah, exactly. I guess we use it instead of LOL. Yeah. I'm trying to think. In my life, if I'm trying to communicate laughter or general humor, I guess, and I'm trying to do it through text, and I feel like I sound like I'm trying to explain the internet to a caveman like that right now, but, like, if I'm trying to, like, instead of LOL, this is gonna sound real stupid, but I'm pretty sure we just say haha. Right? Like, if I'm texting, like, my sister or my partner, or if I'm, like, sending a Discord message to a friend, literally haha is what you would use. I feel like you can use LOL, but, like, you're gonna come off as a little bit odd. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. It's all about the HAHA, which is just phonetic laughter. That's it. We've given up on acronyms. Sounds like a fantasy character. The Duke of Ishbal. Nothing beats a good old mustache twirling. The gay people, myself included, have adopted it into our language. Still use XD. I still type emotes, like smiley faces and capital Ds, but I feel like everybody knows that not that I don't mean it, but that it's just kind of that thing that you do because you're nervous and you want to come off as non-threatening, so you just put a bunch of smiley faces in there to be like, look, I'm not mad. I promise. Aren't we having fun? Isn't this great? Yay! You know? Because if you just type a message and you do it completely straight-faced and you don't use anything like that, you're gonna come off mean. I still didn't call them emotes. How long have you played WoW for? How long ago was 2009? Remember playing Team Fortress Classic, having to ask what LOL meant. Aunt would send messages with LOL in, but she meant lots of love. I remember when LOL was lots of love. That was like a thing. My parents used to do that too. You smileys, emojis, emoticons. The emotes are great for showing tone. I need them. Yeah. Yeah. I wouldn't say I use like a wide variety of them. Although I tend to avoid talking in via text whenever I can. I would, at this stage in my life with technology where it is, my first course of action is to try to set up a time to meet somebody in person if it's like family. And then my second course of action is to set up a time to have like a Discord call with people. I cannot text socially. I used to. I don't do it anymore. I will not just chat with somebody via text. It's just I never ever do it. It would freak me out now. If I'm sending a message, it's because I need information, or I have information for you, or I would like to arrange a time that we can speak socially with like our words and voices and whatever. When you catch an earthen soul, where does the item go? Into your bags. It'll be an angry one for 15 minutes, and then it'll turn into a docile one. If you open it before it's docile, then you won't get the earthen soul. You'll just get like some elemental stuff. So you need to wait the 15 minutes and then open the item, and it will give you your earthen soul and a chance at the pet. Okay, get some extra fragments, because I thought I was doing this once a week, but it turns out I'm not. I think I've time rifted enough for now, at least. That's something. I typed XDD in work chat. Only one person got it from 8. Now I know who watches Twitch. Prefer OG conversation. Pretty hard when both parties work 8 hours a day. Yeah, that's fair. I don't, yeah. Someone with more power than me needs to like the old Raffle now Oxford mission. I know which one you mean. What am I doing? Checking my mission table. Very much text me or I won't speak to you person. Can't vocally talk to someone. I won't do it if it's unexpected. Like, I don't just field phone calls. If my phone rings, which it won't, it will go to voicemail. And then I will gather the courage to check the voicemail in approximately 7 days. So if you need to get a hold of me in a hurry, that's not the way to do it. I am not one of these people that will just answer the phone and be like, hey, how you doing? And I won't just call somebody and be like, hey, how's it going? But I would send a text and be like, hey, do you want to hang out on Tuesday or whatever? Or what I'll do now is, or what I used to do back when I couldn't see people because I lived too far away is I would be like, can we do a call on Friday night or whatever? Like, what's a good time for you? Like, we would schedule FaceTime calls. Because I just need to know what's coming. I can't do it on a... I mean, I could, but it would be... I don't know, I'm busy. Or not busy, but like, I'm not flexible, I guess. If I get it into my head that I'm going to do a thing, it's hard for me to switch gears. What if it's like a family emergency? I don't have any children. I don't have any family emergencies. I don't have an awful lot of family, if we're being honest. There's a few people. I think that if like someone got hurt, I would probably find out... Somebody would probably text me. Because I will read the text before I get to voicemail. But nobody really relies on me, so nobody really needs to get a hold of me in a hurry. Yeah, you gotta light the beacons. Send up the bat signal. TLDR. Go for it. A little bit of anima. The last time I wrote a letter, I arrived earlier than the letter. But yeah, I think it would be different if I was like a parent, or if I was like a caregiver, if I was responsible for more than just myself and my animals. But, you know, my animals are usually with me. I'm the person that would be aware of the emergency. Anyone remember chain mail? I remember chain emails. They were very annoying. They were dumb to start with. They were never cool. Why are you still doing Shadowlands missions? Pet charms. Polished pet charms. If I wanted like a lot of them, I would be doing missions on multiple characters, but this is the only one that I can be bothered with leaving here, so I just figure I send them out once in a while. Boy. Yeah. We also have a brand new fresh week of freehold attempts. Shark bait. Hoo-ha. You got a letter, you were supposed to copy it 10 times, send it to 10 different people to pass on the chain. There was always like a threat too. It was like, pass on this chainmail. Or, you know, digitally, like emails or comments. Or else, you know, and there was like a threat. There was like some kind of like cosmic threat of, you know, something bad will happen to you if you do not pass on this chainmail. Which I think was silly. That was dumb. I did get the blue glasses from fishing in Gilneas. Send it to 10 people or you go to heck tomorrow. Yeah. What if your mom gets arrested? Calls you with her phone. You're right. This is a real dire concern. I must change my ways at once. Remember the days of Yahoo Messenger and MSN. MSN was the coolness when among my peer group when I was in school. That was the thing. What if Moose gets arrested? Whenever my partner and I go anywhere without Moose, and we're heading home, we always joke that we're just gonna see him going by us in the back of a cop car. Like, he will have busted out of the house, broken some laws, been arrested, and we're just gonna see him in the back of a cop car on his way to the slammer. Just like, Moose, wait, where are you going? What'd you do? Nothing. He's a good boy. Flirting with a high school girlfriend over AIM, sending something, and then waiting for a response. Do you remember, we used to passive-aggressively change our away message depending on, oh man. I also think there wasn't, like, I don't think there was an invis mode, because I remember you would log out, so just so that you looked like you were logged out. Like, you would pretend to be busy, and you would pretend to have a life by logging out, but then you would, like, sneak back on to be like, did they notice yet? Did they notice that I wasn't here? What if the president calls? He tells you he's gonna fire nukes if you don't say, "Oh, got 10 minutes." I wonder if kids still pass notes. Probably just messages. Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't know. I guess it probably depends on whether or not their school lets them get away with having their phone on them during class, or like being on the phone during class, or like between classes. Because I feel like texting would be a lot more secure than passing notes. Passing notes had a tendency to get intercepted, and then that led to all kinds of heck breaking loose. Some of us actually had a life. Oh yeah? What was that like? Had so many notes read in front of the class. I remember that. I don't think it happened too often, but I feel like it happened at least once, otherwise we wouldn't have been so scared of it. Poke feature in MSN, used to spam it. Yeah. Triggered one of my friends when we were playing against each other. Internet was wild back then. The big thing I miss from the older days of the internet was the optimism of thinking that everything new was good and that it was only going to get cooler and better and more exciting as time went on. This is not a real portal. I'm looking for one more information on the Shadow Council, and up to this point, found it. Never mind. Problem solved. Hello? Dear gosh. Where are these people? Is it you guys? No. Oh, they're there. Had so many notes read in front of the class. Miss Older Tech, and it felt like something huge and new was always coming out. It was exciting. Yeah. Everything was just getting faster so quickly. Things were getting cheaper very quickly. And back then, I always kind of figured it that more was better. I didn't think there was any, you know, I didn't see any reason to like moderate my use of the internet or how much time I was spending playing games or anything like that. I figured the limiting factor was how much time you have and how much time your parents will let you spend, will let you get away with spending. Speak with colleagues. I think he's still chatting, maybe. I remember the day our brother brought home our Windows XP computer and was blown away by how modern it looked. Yeah. That was around when we got, XP was around when we got our first like flat screen monitor that wasn't like a CRT tube monitor. And that was pretty cool. It also like booted up really quickly. Like you could turn on the computer and sit down and then like log in after a minute or two. Whereas the other one, you would turn it on and then you would go do something else and then you would go back to it later because it took so long to boot up. It was not worth your 11-year-old patience to sit in front of the old one to wait for it to get started. You had to keep yourself busy. Oh, Barad. found myself in another scenario, but that's okay because I don't have anywhere else to be. Pretty sure I did everything I wanted to do. I did the dig twice. Dig's not up for another 40 minutes anyways if I even wanted to keep digging, which I think I kind of do. You get like enough fragments from spamming digs that if you're working on transmog, it does feel kind of worth it to do them if you're already on. I don't think it feels worth it to get on and do digs if you're not already on, but like if you were playing anyways and you don't have anything better to do, I feel like you may as well keep digging. This might be the artifact weapon questline actually. I think you have to get at least one. You don't have to get the other two, but I think you have to get at least one. Did the internet used to be more fun? Or am I just old now? It's kind of impossible to say, right? Like, I don't know what... I think the internet used to be a little more fun and maybe a little bit less toxic. Because people and advertisers hadn't really figured it all the way out yet. I think that even if you were young... my understanding, and I don't have first-hand experience, but my understanding is that young people on modern internet do not have a good time. They use a lot of it, and it does not make them feel any better. One day, I hope to do every class-specific questline, but I always end up with paladins. But maybe our taste just changes as we get older. The older I get, the more I appreciate things that I took for granted when I was young, and I can get a lot more enjoyment out of like really, you know, slow-paced, straightforward stuff. I like hiking now. I did not care for it. I was too bored. I was too antsy when I was young, but I like a good... Well, that's not true. I've always liked walking in nature, but I like a good hike. Think you're letting nostalgia hit you hard? Microsoft launched Vista, did not work with WoW. You don't remember hating the forums. I don't remember, like, I didn't engage with that. I didn't start playing WoW till 09. And I didn't really touch the forums. I mean, I've never really posted on the forums, but I wasn't really aware of what was going on in the forums until, like, I don't know, WoD, I think was when I first started, like, engaging a little more in the wider community. Mop... Like, I started posting content in Mop, but I don't think I really cared what anybody else was saying about the game. TLDR. We are all old. Nah, we got some resident young people. There's some token representatives. Hello. People are starting to shift away from social media. I don't think that's just you. I think that there is definitely kind of people starting to pull back from it and realizing that either it's not doing what they want it to do. A lot of people have become kind of overwhelmed with how much advertisement there is on it. I think people are... And I guess I don't know for sure because I haven't done larger research. I'm not a statistician. I haven't had personal social media in about 10 years. I've had, like, you know, content social media, but I haven't had, like, you know, a private Facebook or Instagram or anything since a long time. 12 years, maybe. And, I don't know. I don't miss it, but I also don't have a normal social life. Token Gen Z WoW player. Glad to have you here. Don't let us bully you too much. Deep in the forums till the end of Shadowlands. When I quit the forums, started enjoying the game more. Fancy that. Yeah. Sometimes it's fun to pull out the metaphorical popcorn and watch whatever the latest meltdown is, but I find that even when it's amusing, I still end up, like, getting... not outraged, but just, like, I don't know, exhausted by the things that people let rile them up. And maybe they're not even riled up. Maybe they're just posting it to rile other people up. I don't know. But it's better for me if I just don't look at it in the first place. Anyone remember Doodle Dome? No. You're working on Hazel? Happy Wednesday? Happy Wednesday. I am starting up the Warlock Legion class order hall stuff. I believe I'm getting a Destro artifact currently. But then we're doing a Warlock campaign for the mounts. Never go to GD. Realm forum, mostly cool. That's enough for me. Usually I'll check the forums when I'm trying to get... Sometimes I'm trying to get a feel for what people are talking about for ideas on what to touch on for news videos, but sometimes I just kind of want to know if other people, I don't know, are talking about like a thing. Like I'll have a problem or I'll have like an idea and I'll be like, is anybody else talking about this? And sometimes they are and sometimes they're not. Or, you know, you'll check like the tech forums to see if there's any reported issues, but I don't know. Usually if I'm on the forums, it's a good sign that I need to turn it off and go to bed. Planned question. Are you excited for the new expansion? Yeah, I think so. I think I'm kind of categorically always excited for the new expansion, though, to the point that I don't bother having actual feelings about it. I just kind of have generally positive expectations. I don't think about it too much. We're living in the moment. Interface nameplates? I haven't not been excited about a new expansion ever, I guess, put it that way. I am the normal amount of excited, which is, yeah, it should be fun. Minions Minor. There we go. I'll have to turn those back off again next time I want to shuffle. Have you talked about the AOTC map being released for Trader's Tender? They said they weren't gonna. There was a blue post. Blizzard said they would like to dispel that particular rumor, which I think is funny because it feels like they're trying to imply that they were never gonna do it. And my conspiracy theory is that they were thinking about doing it and then they saw everything light on fire and they were like, you know what? No, we definitely never were gonna do that. We're dispelling this rumor. It was always a rumor. Hearsay. Happenstance. Couldn't be true. They're not doing it. I think I'm a little less excited this time around because I know one of my best friends wanted to get me into WoW. Pretty much done with the game. I think the AOTC mounts should be tied to time walking. With you on that one. Testing the waters. Defeat the whole purpose of AOTC. Yeah, I'm kind of... If it was up to me, I would just kind of leave AOTC mounts where they are. I wouldn't be mad if they brought them back for time walking, but I also don't feel like I need that. Although, bear in mind, I have most of them, so I'm not coming at it from trying to get them. But I don't know. I just figure there's going to be things in WoW that I'm never going to be able to get, and that's okay. I'm okay with that. But I understand not everybody is. But I do think that if they were to bring them back, the Trader's Post is altogether the wrong place for it. Just got Gmod. Nice. Congratulations. I don't even have that one. Collect toys and WoW. Had to let go of the Gladiator Sanctum banner from WoD. Think rare and exclusive things are impressive. Give players something to strive for. Adds to the charm. Yeah, I think that there's something that is gained when not everything is available all the time. Whether or not it's worth it is kind of like an ongoing and open debate. I'm kind of fine either way. AOTC mounts are the ones that you get for completing the current raid on heroic difficulty while it's still current during the tier. Pretty easy from an LFR. Oh, good to know, good to know. I don't know if I knew that. I like soloable? Said FOTM, but I meant FOMO. Oh, we're listening to Gul'dan. Gul'dan, can I have your head? Can I just borrow it a little bit? You've got extra skulls. You don't need it. Easily soloable even on 430. Oh, okay. Wish I'd gotten the moose. Only one I'm missing. The friendship moose. A lot of expansions will have an end of... Like, there will be a community push at the end of the expansion to get people those mounts. We've had friendship moose and friendship bird. Like communities that would do raid runs to help get people, as long as you were playing actively. I don't know how easy it was to get into those runs, But I know that there was certainly effort to be made to get more people those mounts. Take this up 3 seconds. Give it. I'm pretty sure I'm working on the— oh no, there it goes. Just needed some time. I picked the one that matched my specs. I wouldn't have to change specs. I really wish they would bring back the Rathnax meta Protodrakes. Ruin the ritual. Okay. Can I take off the thing? It's a no! Yeah. He's got the Hot Wheels ramp beard. Why did you need to kill that Nightborn? It's a great question. I'd be lying if I said I was following too closely. Escape to Dalaran. That makes me think that you won't accept me just hearthing out of here. Do we have like a nice portal somewhere? Ah, yeah. Thought it was a Yeti run. That's what he wants you to think. He's in disguise. It's legit like what? New Yeti class? Nah. And no more luck. This is Boy. He is currently Abominable Boy to go with his outfit. Alright. Do I want to do the— yeah, I don't want to do the time rift. I'm alright. Well, wait, if I do the time rift, hold on. If I do the time rift right now, I have an encapsulated destiny, so we can get an extra thing. There is transmog we can have. Best boy. Still waking up here, it seems. Yeah. All good. No worries. Oh, man. I gotta sort my life out, but I don't know what that means today. I should maybe just sit down and make a list. Figure out what it is that I need to do first. I hope my bread turns out. I have hair that's threaded inside of my glasses. Actually, it might be easier to take the glasses off. There we go. Need to do that too. I had some errands that I was gonna run yesterday, but then I wanted to stay home with Moosey. Let's do this. I've been here for 7 streams in a row. Are you proud? I am proud. 7 streams straight. Forgot about this. Wow. Usually if I can't figure out, if I know I need to be doing stuff and I can't figure out where to start, I will just clean my space because I figure I'll have an easier time coming up with what I should be doing if I can sit down at like a clean table or a clean desk or something like that. So I'll, you know, vacuum if I need to vacuum or wipe some stuff down or, you know, clean the bathroom, whatever it is. Because, you know, it's usually a good place to start. The trouble is that sometimes I do that and I go, well, I was productive, and then I don't do whatever else it was. But then at least I'm procrastinating in a clean space instead of procrastinating in a dirty space, I suppose. Eldraken seems empty compared to mine. No matter what time it is, mine's always so busy, it gets kind of annoying. Go for a walk when I feel like that. I used to. I don't do the extra ones so much because lately I've been doing— it's a good idea. I've been doing quite a bit of walking just with my doggy. And I figure if he's gonna need a walk at like X time of the day anyways, then I may as well just wait because, you know, I don't want to be sick of it by the end of the day. Moose gets 3 walks a day, not counting bathroom breaks. Waste cannibals? Oh. It's my favorite thing to do. That is the thing that I am most qualified to do with a cannon is miss. Have you done your time walking stuff? Have I done my time walking stuff? What time walking stuff? Time walking for what? It is Cataclysm time walking. The weekly quest. I don't know if I need anything that the weekly quest offers. I'm not really gearing up any characters at this point of the season. I'm pretty much just doing collecting. I kind of did my seasonal goals already. Pushed too hard at the gym yesterday. Woke up filled with regret, and now I had fun. We know what spot you didn't have on the airship, and I swear. I'm trying to remember if there was anything I wanted to buy off of the Cata vendor. I don't think so. I think I'm good. Trying to get back into that too. What do they give you? This carousel is the— oh, hang on. It's right there. What was it? I was like clicking through looking for it there. The time walking. Did I not just pick it up? I meant to. I might just hang it and wait for the rift. Gives you a piece of 454 mirrored cell loot. Yeah, I'm okay. If I was gearing up any alts, it's not a bad idea, but yeah, it's alright. How good are suffusion camps for gearing? They're okay. I wouldn't. You're better off, if you want to grind, you're better off with Dream Surges, if anything. I think you can buy catch-up gear with Dream Surge Coalescence faster than you could get pieces from Suffusion Camps. I also found Suffusion Camps to be kind of annoying in that the last boss is sometimes spotty about whether it wants to show up, and then when it does show up, it's still difficult to do without like enough people around. So there's like cosmetics you can get there, and the gear is not unusable, but I didn't find it worth spending much time there when I was catching up. Thanks for the reminder that I should do the time walking weekly on my alt. You betcha. I choose to believe in Hazel has hair growth superpowers. What if I'm just a shapeshifter and that's how I manage to change the color of it and also the length on a day-to-day basis? It's just I was about to call myself an animorph. That is not what that word means. Skinwalker. Could be. Do 10.2 campaign and world quests. Yeah, 10.2 campaign is how I got started with my gear, and the weeklies will give you decent pieces. Yeah, the Animagus from Harry Potter was more of like an animal shapeshifter, and I don't know if we mess with that. Hair growth superpowers are coming up because I started reading the first book. His hair would grow back even though his aunt shaved almost all of it off. You could pick a cryptid to turn into. I would choose a South American. No. When I think of cryptids, I don't know if I would want to turn into it, but my first thought typically goes to Sasquatch. That's our Pacific Northwest best mystery boy. People will have bumper stickers and stuff. I always figured that if Sasquatch was real, he would be kind of lonely. Anarchy Moves, thank you very, very much for the 40-month recent. 40 months? Is it time for a midlife crisis? Time for me to move to Miami or something. Take a nice vacation. My favorite midlife crisis is the Spirit Quest version, where you just kind of travel and what else would you do for your midlife crisis? You get really into Buddhism and then you talk about it for like 2 years. Oh man, awesome. Cool. Yeah. Went down to Tennessee this past summer, grabbed my boyfriend some Bigfoot. Volunteering Goner for a year or something? Yeah. Might do you better than the sports car. Hazel, did you ever go through a Hot Pockets or other freezer food phase? I don't know if I would call it a phase. I'm a frozen pizza girly, in that I always will have 1 or 2 in my freezer for emergencies, and would often make them for like raid night, or just, you know, when the occasion crops up. Other frozen, like, not so much Hot Pockets, not so much anything like that. Because a lot of it won't sit well with me, but I can, like a good Rising Crust frozen pizza. Not a health food, not good for me. Doesn't matter. To answer which cryptid do I want to be, is the Abominable Snowman a cryptid? I think so. Figured you'd make your own pizza dough. I also do that. There's, on the meal planning board, there's Hazel pizza, which is when I make the dough and I do a homemade pizza, and then there's frozen pizza. Sometimes you didn't. Frozen pizza is a lot easier than making your own pizza. It is not better, but it is easier. It's also sometimes cheaper. Even with Canadian grocery prices, you can buy frozen pizza usually for like $8-9. And you're going to spend that much just on mozzarella if you want to make the pizza yourself. Dough, ingredients, and other toppings notwithstanding. Did you ever go through a Hot Topic or other awesome fashion phase? I would kind of butcher my clothes a bit when I was in high school, because we would shop at like the cheapest possible fast fashion places that were available, because that was all we could really afford. But then you would take something and wear it, and then you would like chop it up and like sew it back together and then wear that. We'd modify our clothing, that kind of thing. I think that my style as a teenager was eclectic, you could say. I had no interest in anything matching. I had no concept of anything going together. I liked color and pattern and lace, and I would wear all of it all at once, occasionally with pajama pants. There was not a lot of rhyme or reason, but there was an awful lot of personality. Make your own pizza dough fluffy and tall, or NY style? How do they do it in New York? It's not like Boston, is it? I make it, it's kind of, mine comes out pretty, I like a big fluffy rising, like pretty thick crust. I want like a chewy, I want my crust to be like delicious bread, but then with pizza toppings on top. Yeah, thin dough. If it's on a cracker, I'm not having fun. I am categorically against thin crust pizza. I think that people that like it, congratulations, you can keep it. I'm eating pizza because I want carbs, and I want them to be delicious. A pizza place to me is made or broken by how good their dough is and their crust. Make your own mozzarella. I looked into that at one point because I was like, would it be cheaper to make my own cheese? Because cheese was very expensive, and it turns out that milk, like raw, like whole milk even, to make cheese with, also expensive. It's expensive all the way up. If you want cheap, you eat onions and things that you found on sale. Have you tried cauliflower crust? I haven't, and I'm offended that it exists. No, I'm not offended that it exists, but I think that I want bread. I don't want cauliflower pretending to be bread. I understand that somebody that has gluten intolerances is trying to have like maybe lower carbs. There's lots of good reasons somebody might have that, and I'm glad it's there for them. That's not why I'm having pizza. That's not why I'm there. And people say it's good, and I'm sure they're right, and I don't care. I'm against it. Stop trying to make cauliflower be things that it's not. Let cauliflower be cauliflower. I bought a cauliflower recently. I made it into some aloo gobi. It was pretty good. But it wasn't pretending to be bread. I quit my job at a pizza place not too long after they introduced thin crust to the menu. Wasn't why I quit, but it could have. Pretends to be rice too. I know, right? Just I don't know. This is me. This really is me shouting at clouds. I understand there's reasons these things exist, but they are not for me. Don't know where I'm going. Don't know what I'm doing. 11:15. I should take a break. Actually, I should get up and stretch, and then come back and maybe get back to boy, see where he's doing. BRB. Alrighty. I'm back. My pup is sleepy. He's resting. Speaking of homemade, how was your starter? Sourdough starter. Her name is Elise, and she's on her maiden voyage today. I fed her up. I decided she was ready, and I have some dough that is in its artisan dough cycle in my bread machine in my kitchen. I'm gonna find out if she works, I guess. Mr. Dismember TV, thank you for the brand new sub. Appreciate it. Let's do. I have to eat gluten-free. If you don't have to, enjoy the gluten. Yeah, I am pretty lucky that I can tolerate a lot of different foods, and I make a point of enjoying them thoroughly. At least for now. I know sometimes that kind of thing can change. Love the YouTube vids. Glad to catch you streaming. Glad to have you here. I didn't know that gluten-free breadcrumbs are crispier. That's interesting. I like putting breadcrumbs on my, I have breadcrumbs around specifically just so that I can toast them onto mac and cheese. We have a demon around here? There we go. He didn't put up much of a fight. One of the nice things about doing these Legion campaigns is that the combat doesn't scale up really, so the most difficult thing is just figuring out where you're going next and what needs doing. Heart placed above the altar. Pretty sure they let you mount up in here eventually, I think. If not, this is a pretty big place to be trying to walk around. The music seems kind of disconnectedly calm. It's kind of peaceful in here. I can't believe January's almost over. I guess I should look into if I have any end of the month things that I need to be doing. It's gonna be February tomorrow. Man, January went fast. You can mount the regular order call. Okay. Curious if the aspects play any part at all in the next expansion, or if they'll just chill at the Dragon Isles. Zero of one. Oh, maybe over here? I have unspent dragon riding glyphs. Oh no. How could this happen to me? Company's office building got foreclosed on by the bank. Working from home till we can get a new office ready in May. That's a decent chunk of time. Bit of a transition, I bet. Very funny to me when we resurrect people as part of the storyline, because sometimes somebody will die in WoW lore, and I'm sure they've explained why this is the case. I just can't be bothered to keep track. But sometimes a character will die and we'll be like, no, and we'll have a funeral and we'll mourn and we'll give speeches and stuff, and sometimes a paladin will die and you'll just res them and like move on. I'm sure there's some kind of a rationale behind why we're not allowed to like resurrect certain characters. Like maybe they kill them extra good. They disenchant them while they're at it or something like that. But like, It's, yeah, some characters die in books, never get mentioned again. How important your death is really seems to depend on how important you are. Alright, I got a class order hall. Look at this. Oh, I see what you guys say about cozy if you hang out with the succubuses. They got some, beds. Who doesn't love a good round bed? Expensive to buy sheets for, but looks extra cozy. That's a training dummy. Yeah. Probably why Varian and Bolvar had to obliterate deaths. And when was able to do it once, it was a huge deal. They said they did Vulcan dirty, he just got stabbed. Hi Hazel and chat, how y'all doing? Not bad, Windrunner, doing good, doing good. How are you? I am getting into the Warlock class order hall mount. Did some weeklies, got some new stuff collected. What time is it? 11:24. 6 more minutes until the next dig, and I feel like I might do it because I think one more dig's worth of fragments, and I might be looking at an offhand. Do I care? I don't know if I do. I might just stick with this. I might just see how far we can push this. Although the dig takes like 10 minutes. The dig really doesn't take very long. Like 8 minutes even sometimes. So I don't actually want to do this. That one we don't need to do. That one we don't need to do. We need to do something else. Well, thank you. Appreciate it. Oh man, I have a whole bar up here? I don't know if I like that. I don't remember having that in the Paladin Order Hall. I wonder if I had an add-on that was like hiding it. Brought the pack piece map from them today. Very nice. Hey Hazel, how are you? Hey everyone. Hello. I'm doing alright. We're keeping it together. We are cruising through. Yes. Looking for the campaign. That's what we're after. We don't want the tome opens again. We're not looking for any more artifacts. What we are doing is the campaign. I think that we're gonna run up into a mission table requirement pretty soon. First, someone advertising emergency runs for gold on my server, publicly stating the price. Hello. If you could come with me. Yeah, there we go. So this is the 2-minute one. Hi, Hazel and chat. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. I'm excited for Trading Post tomorrow. I didn't look at the activities, but I'm sure that we can do kind of our regular spread of doing some pet battles and doing some crafted work orders. Getting, you know, whatever needs doing. Maybe some mount runs that might maybe count. Get our traders tender. Oh, I can mount in here now. I should make that. Okay, so if I can mount in here, can I fly in here? No. No, I can't. Do I want a ground mount? What is Boy's ground mount? He doesn't have one on his bar. What do I not use very much? There's just too many choices. This is kind of a first world problem. Oh my goodness, I have too many mounts to ride. I can't pick which one I want to use. Some mounts make the camera go lower. I hadn't noticed that. That's interesting. Boy, it'd be very cute on Snowstorm. Try getting on blue proto. The blue one specifically? Time lost violet, red, rusted, ironbound, blue. Yeah, I guess so. Weird flex, yeah. I never use my Vombatas. I loved these things, and I never pull them out. I don't know who they go with. That's my trouble with the Zerus Mortis cosmetics, is I think they look beautiful, but I also think they look like ripped straight out of Zelda, and I don't really have any characters that match that kind of aesthetic. Calvale, thank you very much for the brand new sub. Appreciate it. Okay. Protoform stuff seems good for Draenei? Yeah, I could see that. Oh yeah, I see the advertisements too, actually. Let's leave trade. Because what else do I want to do today? Dig is up in 1 minute. I was kind of hoping... Yeah, so this is going to be a longer one, I think. 2 hours, good. Okay. So we'll send that. And then boy is done for the moment. We can dig again, and then I think I want to try a little bit of shuffle. Let's zip over to the dig, get a couple more fragments, and then I'll see if I can maybe get like a win for the day for solo shuffle. If I get a really good win, I might get lucky and get some rating, but let's not count on that. Awful flashbacks to the Fury Warrior Challenge. Seeing it mother. I did that one on Fire Mage. I remember the moment that I realized that I could kill it. Like I was having a really good pull. And I remember I was like narrating my own cooldowns to myself. Trying to remind myself of just like what buttons to press next, because I barely knew how to play a Fire Mage. It was kind of a stretch, especially because for the Mage Tower in Shadowlands, you didn't have access to a lot of the modern things that gave you power, so the rotation was kind of funky. So you get a weekly quest for the dig that gives you a big chunk of rep and fragments, but you can also do as many digs as you want. There's like one big thing for the first one of the week, and then you've got like and then you can just do it repeatedly, multiple times in a day if you want. I don't have a team for Tournament Realm. No, I'm not planning on playing the tournament. And I don't have any characters in Whisperwind. I don't know if you're talking to me. You might be talking to somebody else, but if it's at me, I have no characters on Whisperwind. Anybody there is not me. Just finished streaming myself. Had such a blast. Oh, great. How's collecting going? We're chipping away. It's coming along. I don't know what I expected from doing the Legion campaigns. I don't know if I thought it would be easier or harder than it is, but it's been nice getting them finished. Was +1 banner toy for playing on. Oh, for the Tournament Realm. Oh, I see. No, that's totally fair. I just didn't know if you saw somebody that was that had like a name like mine, and wanted to know if it was me. Channel onto Nerobin's auto familiars. Gotcha. I'm sitting on, yeah, I don't think I'll be able to buy the piece of mog after this one, but you get pretty close. Nope, not War Mode on. Yeah, if there's no dig groups War Mode off, I'll just kind of do it. What would you think of Garrosh Heirloom reintroduction? I think it would be good. Didn't they say they were doing something like that? I thought I heard something about it. I don't remember. The trouble with the Garrosh heirlooms is that I feel like I kind of have heirlooms for every occasion. I don't know that I need more heirlooms. Like, I have all the heirloom coverable slots, so like maybe an heirloom weapon might be like more powerful than like a regular heirloom weapon. Maybe a Garrosh heirloom might be more powerful, but like it's such a limited time thing. Like, it's only for while you're leveling. It's not really... I guess I'm struggling to see why I want them that badly, I guess. If I don't have them. Think it's likely with that next patch? Any theories around time-running pandemonium? I got nothing. I'm a wait-and-see kind of person, I think. Rescue creature thing. I want to know what the pirate flag thing's gonna be about. Think it'll just be challenge modes? Time walking siege? Challenge modes would be kind of interesting. I might mess with that if I had people that wanted to go in on it. I think I didn't pick up the credit artifacts. Whoops. There we go. Yeah, Chromie time shouldn't affect the mage tower. You always have people to call on if you wanted. Mileage may vary in how far you get. How far I get in what? Watch them not announce the pirate patch. We just log in one day, find out. It's just pirates? Question mark. That would either go really well and generate a lot of word of mouth, or it would completely backfire and a bunch of people would just not notice that anything happened and be very confused about what was going on. All the textures will be Jolly Roger for one day. Everybody's character's speech has a speech modifier on it that gives it a bunch of R's. A lot of WoW devs posting pirate flags. They're up to something. I'm just trying to think of what it could possibly be that I would be like really excited about. Of all the different things that they could do. I guess I would want it to be something kind of off the wall. Something weird. Something like that they haven't tried before. Something very experimental. The only reason I can think of why they wouldn't have announced it properly is that they would be trying to build some kind of buzz or hype off the back of like the secret and the speculation. And the trouble with doing that is that if it's too buzzy, then whatever it actually is never going to live up to what people were imagining it that it might be. I like that. Henry the Stone Quadruped. Sea of Thieves in WoW. Characters will be drunk for the whole day. Yeah, I don't know. Listen, they have pirates invade all of the capital cities by sea, and then you have to defeat them and their captains, and then you get pirate cosmetics. I wouldn't be mad at that. It wouldn't be the worst thing ever. It depends on how good the pirate cosmetics are. You get to take over the captain ship. Keep it as a boat that you can sail around as a super fast water walking mount. And I don't know. Seems like a pre-patch thingy. Yeah. I don't know what they're up to. Invade by sea? Feel bad for the pirates who got assigned to Thunderbluff. I was thinking Orgrimmar, but then I was thinking, well, the Orgrimmar's kind of by the sea. It's not really by the sea, but there is that area where the Kultiras pirates are. Or maybe they're not pirates, maybe they're just people. I don't know. How much can you drink? Still go through a maze to win. Spiral. Four tomes not awful for not joining a group. Oh yeah, I had one more world quest to do too. I'm pretty sure I was trying to go to the Zerlek Caverns and I just kind of forgot. Hazel's been begging for real boat since BFA. I thought that BFA was gonna be like Wind Waker, but in WoW. Because the thing I really liked about Wind Waker was just sailing around the sea and being like, oh, what's that island off in the distance? And then getting there and there's like, I don't know, something going on there. I liked that, and I don't know if WoW's the right format for that kind of thing. But I've been wanting it ever since. We had a boat in the Thousand Needles in Cataclysm. We had a river boat. It was awesome. It was huge. I loved it. And I've been aiming to have that back. So excited for tomorrow. Gonna get everything picked. Yeah, I mean, you can keep the boat if you've done the quest. I just don't think you can use it outside of Thousand Needles. It's it just sits in your bank and stays there for evermore. Oh, someone's found a squeaky toy. Can't use it where you really want to. Yeah. Gonna head out. See y'all later. Have a good day. Good afternoon, Hazel. Good afternoon, Joker Venom. How are you? Yeah, you can get a little fishing dinghy, but it doesn't go very fast. It's basically like a raft. I want like a water walking Mount Speeds, and I want a big old boat. Heck, I want to customize my big old boat. I want to decorate it. I want to choose the figurehead. I want to get a tailor to make the sails. I want a houseboat. They're leaving me alone with my imagination for too long, and I'm going to generate some unrealistic expectations. Okay, we open all the books. Book. Book. Oh. Oops, that was from Paracausal Fragments from I didn't open my thing from my Sword Army Weekly. Okay, 8,800 mysterious fragments. Let's go do that last world quest I wanted to do in the caverns for the Archivists. How's my Archivist rep doing? Sitting at capable. Close to 3 of 5. Although what 3 of 5 is for, I don't know. Pulled the AC4. I think I bought AC4 once because I had some bizarre desire to play it, which was weird because I'd never played an Assassin's Creed game, and I'm pretty sure... I don't remember what happened. It might have given me motion sickness. What am I saying? The Mechanus chopper build was painful. Hey, hello. How are you doing? Happy Wednesday. Don't mind me trying to remember where the Zerlek Caverns entrance is. There we go. Big ol' hole. I am still posting VODs to YouTube. I forgot to post the last one from last week, but I will rectify that today. There is a VODs channel where they go to live in perpetuity. Forevermore. Amen. I played an Assassin's Creed game, and I'm such a nerd that the historical inaccuracies bothered me. Where am I going in here? We're going... At least it's 600 gold. I feel like I've been spending gold more than I've been earning it, so I won't say no to anything. I've been rewatching the Hobbit movies because I had rewatched all the Lord of the Rings movies and I was kind of on a Tolkien kick. And I know that people generally didn't like the Hobbit movies as much, but I figured I wanted to watch them again and decide for myself. And it just made me remember how weird it was how heavily they filtered the faces of the returning actors to try to make them look younger even though they were 15 years older or whatever. And it just makes them look freaky. That's my biggest gripe with it. Like, it was never going to be quite as good because, I don't know. It seems like they had to invent a lot of extra stuff beyond the source material, or just, it wasn't quite the same masterpiece. But also, looking at, like, Legolas is just freaky. I love the world so much. Like them better than the Lord of the Rings movies. I like a lot of things about them. Have you seen The Hobbit song from Leonard Nimoy? I don't think that I have. Why did they CGI the orcs? What they did in Lord of the Rings worked so well. Yeah. No links will go through. Nobody... You just, the bot will eat them. Read the books like 5 times. Movies suck. Visiting a Hobbiton in New Zealand was a lifetime goal. So nice there. I think as long as I never go, I can just pretend that it's real. I think it's important that I never visit New Zealand and see the Shire, because then I can imagine that it's actually, you know, populated by hobbits and stuff. The hobbit holes are there. I see. Oh. Got another rock. I'm actually bizarrely kind of excited to find those Just a Rock rocks because you need a bunch of them for an achievement, I'm pretty sure. When I was a teen, I wanted to be a beautiful elf. Now I'm an adult and okay with being a cool hobbit. Yeah, I had a major crush on Legolas era Orlando Bloom when I was a tween, and those movies were a big deal. You still don't? I think that the appeal kind of evolves, and that the things that we find exciting might change over time as we grow up and mature, and that maybe you might enjoy different things. I still think he's beautiful. Between Legolas and Will Turner, he was a huge heartthrob. I got a curious find, a dragonhorn flute. One of those things you turn in for some bonus fragments. I still need another find, actually. Here we go. Turned into a Gimli fan. Yeah. Just teasing you. Yeah, I feel like I saw him in something more recently. I don't remember what. The actor who played Saruman met J.R. Tolkien in a bar. Like, on accident? That's kind of cool. Alright, so that gave me some rep. This will give me, hopefully, a little bit more rep, maybe? Sitting on 8,900 fragments. And then, I think what I want to do is I want to do a tiny bit of shuffle. Maybe a medium meta shuffle. We'll see how we feel. But I want to queue up a solo shuffler too, just to try to get a win for the day. On accident, met him in a bar in London. Christopher Lee's like the most interesting man ever. I was wanting to watch some of the DVD extras for the extended editions of the Lord of the Rings films. I feel like putting that on would do me better than I don't know, just like trying to randomly find something on Netflix that I wanted to watch. I was after my druid, that's right. They are as long as the movies. And then there's also director commentary on top of that if you wanted. Loon, thank you for the brand new sub. Appreciate it. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Alright. Pray for me. Oh, hang on. Minions and minor. I gotta turn it off. Enemy names. Interface. They're off. Weird. Thought I turned it back on. Put this back in. Here we go. I watched the whole Last Dance, which is the docuseries about Michael Jordan's basketball career, and I loved it. And now I'm bummed that it's over because I liked the way that I felt when I was watching it, and I don't think anything else is gonna do that for me. You know, it was inspirational. It made me want to make something of myself. Maybe not a basketball player, but I don't know, something. Hey there, which tattoo hurt the most? The bits in kind of towards the armpit and the inner elbow were a little ouchy, but nothing too bad. I don't have any like rib or foot tattoos or anything like that. I just have my arms done. Halfway through Last Dance, it's really good. And I didn't know a darn thing about basketball. I kept having to pause this documentary and talk to my partner and be like, hey, what's a rebound? What are they talking about? Why does he get to just shoot the ball without anybody getting in his way? Was that guy supposed to push him? Just asking a bunch of like really inane questions. Casters and a rogue. Alright. I'm never gonna get away with this.
Shadow. Tyrant. Fear. Power infusion. Fear.
I'm gonna get feared. I'm gonna sit, I think. My rogue is on the opposite side of the pillar, which is a bit dangerous. I'm gonna come around the left. There we go.
Fear. Fear. Power infusion. Fear. Fear.
I was trying to make a weak word, and I wasn't getting very far with it. I need to ask a friend to help me.
Fear.
I basically just wanted a more glam target highlight.
Fear.
That was just bigger and more visible than the little white box that you get. And I think it can be done, but I wasn't. I was getting kind of sort of something done, but not very much. I think that these rematches are going to be kind of spooky.
Bam!
But at least I'll have my gladies working all the way.
Fear. Penitence. Fear. Penitence.
Bam!
Fear. Fear. Power infusion. Fear.
if we're not really... I feel like if we were gonna get a kill, we might have
Fear.
done it by
Bam.
now.
Fear.
I don't know.
Shadow Fury.
Hey, we did it. Yeah, you can add your own audio tags to the alerts. And so it's Gladiator Lhasa that's doing this sound callouts, and then it's Weak Auras that's making like the BAM sound. Oh, I don't have HBO. Preferring rewatching things I've already seen? That's fair. Alright. 2 priests and a rogue.
Power Infusion.
Bam! Bam! Bam!
Interesting. Oh man, that was a good kill.
Bam!
Drinking is the main way to regenerate mana. You're also going to regenerate some over time, and then as a druid you also have Innervate that you can use in yourself. I haven't been getting away for drinks in solo shuffle this season, really. If I run it's pretty much over. Most rounds end before then. Do you ever miss the days of old TV? You'd watch a new episode once a week on a specific channel with commercials and stuff? Sort of, but I never really lived that life. Like, we didn't really have... We kind of had it, I don't know. It was kind of something that your parents would watch. I didn't really have any appointment viewing TV, and then later on, I, like, you know, cable cut very early. I basically never got cable. And I think there was a while where we didn't have it. You just kind of watch whatever other people were watching.
Fear. Power Infusion. Fear. Tyrant. Shadow Fury. Shadow Fury.
I wonder if he has a kick. I do. I wonder if I have made my last mistake. Maybe.
Fear.
Maybe.
Bam!
Oh no, my sound.
Fear.
Lost my headphone sound, or I'm gonna shortly.
Shadow Theory. Fear. Penitence.
Bam!
Fear. Penitence. Tyrant. Tower Infusion. Fear. Fear.
Here's some long games.
Bam!
Fear. Fear. Fear.
Bam!
We did it. Commercials were great for getting up for anything. Yeah. Yeah, what did we watch on TV? I don't know, reality shows. Family used to watch American Idol and then Canadian Idol, but I don't know that I looked forward to it. It was just kind of something that happened. I don't know if I could have told you what day of the week it was going to happen on. They're really making us work for it. I'm gonna need to really do my best to not get polymorphed here. It's gonna be a little bit tricky.
Poly. Fear.
That's fine.
Fear.
Bam!
Fear. Tyrant. Poly.
I
Fear.
saw it coming. I saw it.
Fear. Fear. Poly.
I'm pretty much DR'd. Question is,
Shadow
who do they
Fury.
want? Do they want the mage? Looks like it.
Fear.
Can I get away with cloning the Warlock just to kind of heal?
Poly. Fear.
I'm gonna get feared myself. The rogues are there.
Fear. Poly. Fear. Fear. Tyrant. Penitence. Shadow Fury. Fear.
Bam!
Poly. Fear.
Bam!
Poly. Fear.
Well, that's the end of my sound.
Fear.
I wonder if I
Polly.
can switch your code. My rogue is on
Fear.
square. He's getting chased around the pillar.
Bam! Bam!
hard to say who they're hitting. Consistently, anyway. I guess I can safely say not the Warlocks. So. Oh, I'm actually almost winning.
Polly.
We have another,
Fear. Power infusion.
Polly coming up, but like, there's only so far that's gonna get me.
Fear. Fear.
Bam!
Alright.
Fear.
Oh, we did it. Alright. Did I charge this one? No, that one's dead too. Oh well. I'm just gonna have to try and do it without sound. We have 3 wins. I would love 1 or 2 more. I got 20 seconds. Let's see if we can very delicately headphones over a wig. This isn't gonna be pretty, but my sound cues help a lot. Connected? Connecting? Maybe? Oh, no. Killed it. Alright. Priest is square.
Bam!
There we go. I got sent back.
Power infusion. Polly. Polly. Power infusion.
Bam!
Polly. Power infusion.
We're a bit behind here.
Polly.
Bam! Bam!
Oh,
Polly.
I think you gotta. I think you escaped. That was really close to a kill.
Polly.
Bam! Bam!
Offensive.
Polly.
Haha. Excellent. Class all still a thing you do now? You can, yeah. If you didn't do them back in Legion, you can go back and catch up on them to get cosmetics. Anything to track team defensive cooldowns? Yeah, I used to use an add-on called Ability Team Tracker, and you can set it up to do precisely that. It'll put a little menu attached to their unit frame, and that can track their defensive cooldowns for you. Inspired me to try Solo Shuffle. Reached 1800 on my Destro lock yesterday. Nice! Congratulations! Okay.
Polly.
Bam!
Polly. 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 Power infusion. Power infusion.
Bam!
Penitence.
Oh, oops. Wrong priest, wrong priest. Well. Why not?
Polly. 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 Polly.
Bam.
Polly. Power infusion.
Need a spell for that.
Power infusion.
A little damage. And a move. Well, that was with PI too. In the absence of any better ideas, I'm gonna go ahead and maybe do a little bit of this, maybe a little bit of this,
Bam.
maybe do this, this, and it's over. That'll do. Ooh, it worked though. We did. We went 4 and 2. I got my 1800. 24 rating for that. New rating 1811. We did it. Conquest, honor, stuff. Excellent. Looks like PvP. What do you know? It is PvP. Yeah, I've just been doing a little bit of solo shuffle for vicious mounts, but I would be lying if I had said I didn't kind of sort of want the elite set that you get for getting rivals, so I'm happy about that. How's my conquest doing? I think I could probably buy another ring. Looks like new mount for honor level 100. No, honor level 100 is going to be, I think, a title. I want to say it's the Unstoppable. Let me see. PvP, casual, titles. The Unstoppable Force. I think that's the title that you get. My next reward will be at 125, and then there will be a prestigious forest courser. Yeah. Hello, Hazel. Hello. Love your channel. Thanks for being wholesome, fun, gaming. Oh, shucks. Thanks, we do our best. What kind of a ring do I want? We've got a Haste Versa and a Versa Mastery. Let's get the Haste Versa one first. And maybe like a nice new enchant for it. Why do you play PvP achievement? This time around I'm after the vicious mount. So I want to fill up this bar here. I'm at 37%. I get roughly 2%, maybe a little over 2% for winning a solo shuffle round. But if we can fill that whole bar up, we get a mount. We get the Vicious Moon Beast, which comes in an Alliance and a Horde color. You get both for doing it once. Also, because I just squeaked 1800, I should have the Elite set. I wonder if I'll put that on. Yeah. Also, I got a title just for this season, so I'm not mad at that. But mainly for the mount. Here, we'll put our rival title on. We're upgraded. We're moving on up in the world. I don't know if I'm gonna have enough I don't know if I'm gonna have enough, Here it is. Let's see if we can find a weapon that goes with it. Yeah. Yeah. 745 gold. Alright, but I'm not gonna wear it for very long. Oh, I forgot to take the enchant off. The enchant doesn't really go. That dragon riding griffin was part of the War Within pre-purchase. That's the Algarian storm something or another. Here we go. How does it look? Any good? I don't know, it's fuzzy. It's fluffy looking. The shoulders are cool. I like the golden owls. I'm just happy to not leave a vicious set behind. Do you know if they lessen sound effect in raids? I don't. That would be kind of interesting. Moosey! Moosey, what are you doing in here? You want to come say hi? Moosey, pop up. Hang on. Are we visiting? Are we visiting? Oh, careful. Take it easy, bud. I know you're not doing your best. Hi! Hi! You gonna steal all the plushies? Yeah. Did you find your bed? Puppy dog. Hi, bud. Oh, you found your toys. Yeah. I have a stash of his toys. Can I have it? Can I have it? You want a tug? These are his toys that need repairs. But he's such a good boy. There's a whole shelf. There's a whole shelf of toys that he's not supposed to have, and he found the toys that belong to him. He's also very strong. Hey, puppy. You feeling better? This is a good workout. Can you catch? Sometimes. Maybe not this time. Yeah, he's pretty big now. He's 30.8 kilograms. He's almost 31 kilograms. Yeah, you wanna kill that toy. I think this is a good cue to wrap it up for today. Thank you very much for joining me on stream today, guys. I had a great time. I'll be back tomorrow, Thursday morning. Good boy, Moosey. I'll be back tomorrow morning. Same time, same place. Appreciate it. I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye.